BassProKnoxville.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
WKGN 1340, go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock. 3:01 on a rainy Friday here in East Tennessee. Thanks for being along for the ride this afternoon as we kick off what promises to be a very entertaining sports weekend. Alongside Bob Baskerville, Bear, and Walker Smith through the glass this afternoon in the White Claw Hard Seltzer studios of Fan Run Radio. Oh, college football tonight. College football last night was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Tonight has a lot to live up to.
For sure.
Does anybody else have the feeling that it's not going to live up to it? Like, for some reason, I feel like Indiana's going to pull a squash job tonight.
Yeah, I was talking with John Reed in the production room before the show, and he was asking me what I think. And I just feel like the old adage about it's hard to beat a team twice, I buy into that. But it feels like it doesn't apply to really good coaches. Really, and Kurt Cignetti feels like a really good coach. Cignetti feels like the kind of guy that is just going to look at whatever mistakes they made in the first game. He's just going to eliminate those, and it could actually work into his favor.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only guy, right? He's closer to Kirby and Saban than he is to everybody else in college football.
Yeah, he might be. Well, Saban in a class by his own, obviously, but
he's got a lot of.
We talked about it,
qualities.
Bob. If he wins tonight or he wins a national championship, I kind of feel like you could make a strong argument that Cignetti has past Kirby. Maybe not in terms of total championships, but if you're asking me, Josh Heupel goes to coach the Cowboys tomorrow, and you can have anybody you want, Cignetti or Kirby.
Taking Cignetti.
Maybe.
He's kind of popped on the scene like Danny Hurley did with basketball because, Hurley had been coaching before, but he never had the success like he has had at UConn.
Yeah, but, man, Hurley going to UConn, I don't think it's anywhere near the same level of holy crap that taking the losingest program in college football history and within 2 years you're arguably the dominant team in the country.
It's a good question. What is a good analogy for what Kurt Cignetti is doing right now at Indiana?
I'm not sure there's any really, honestly. I've thought about that. That the only parallel I could draw, and Bear, you're right, I was meaning, though, that Hurley went in and was known as a coach but became a white-hot commodity in 2 seasons.
I agree with that.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a comparison. I've thought about that. This is pretty uncharted territory as far as I'm concerned because I grew up in that state too, and football there has been a joke forever, Indiana University football. So
just a complete afterthought.
Yep.
Portions of the show today brought to you by our friends at Smoky Mountain Brewery in Turkey Creek. It's where we're going to be on Tuesday next week. Want you to make plans to come on and see us. Turkey Creek, it's the place for game day tomorrow. You want to get out and watch the Vols and Gators with the noon tip-off. What better place to have a little lunch, watch some hoops than Smoky Mountain Brewery? Wall-to-wall big screens as soon as you walk in the door. Ice-cold craft beer brewed right on site. Juicy burgers, wings, nachos, pizzas. They've got it all at Smoky Mountain Brewery, and we can't wait to be up there on Tuesday. A special 5-hour broadcast, Fan Run Radio, will start at 1 p.m. with the Playbook. William Pattison and company kicking things off, and then we'll be there from 3 until 6, leading into tip-off for the Vols and Texas A&M Tuesday night here in Knoxville. So we get down to it here this afternoon. You got Oregon trying to get back against Indiana. Of course, last night Miami outlasts Ole Miss to get into the national championship game. And, of course, you've got the transfer portal. Day 8. Bob, we get 2 commitments after the show yesterday. You get a big-time defensive lineman and Xavier Gilliam. Domino, we'd been waiting to fall for a little bit. And then Cooper, I believe it's Ranvier, the kicker from Louisville, up to 5 commitments now in the transfer portal. This time, 24 hours ago, you had on your emo shirt, the black eye makeup going on. You were gazing down at your shoes, pondering your mortality, just wondering what we're even doing here. Feeling any better after picking up 2 commitments last night after the show?
Yeah, it was nice. That was nice. Particularly guys that we were tuned into as well, right? I think that's nice when you're getting
2 guys
getting guys that we covet, right? So, yeah. And then today got a long snapper.
True. I missed that 6.
Yeah.
I would imagine he's a walk-on, preferred walk-on. Or
yeah.
The kid from Eastern Kentucky?
Yeah. They call him a long snapper / linebacker, but
I'd say he's
special teams
down
guy.
here to be
the long snapper usually has another position that he never plays.
Yeah.
Was it Solansky that we've had the past couple of years, I believe?
I don't know.
You
don't want to know their name.
Yeah, you don't notice them until they screw something up.
Yeah, you don't want to ever know the long snapper's name.
That's one of those jobs. It's like, I guess the place kick holder is usually a backup quarterback or a punter or something like that. But that's one of those jobs that I feel like anybody could do, as long as you're not crippled or 5'4". Like if you decide I'm going to be a long snapper at the age of 15, and you just decide I'm going to work on that. That a lot of people could probably do that, even into the NFL.
I think a lot of people could, but to be elite and be able to make it, it's like anything else. I don't know. My nephew did it in college, and I mean he started off life as a quarterback, but it's a lot more difficult than you think. Have you ever tried it?
Oh yeah, I mean,
we've all heads upside down. Yeah, you're looking back between your legs. And
I'm saying,
you got to fire
if
missile.
You practiced it for years, I feel like, and put on the weight and all that stuff, you could anyway. Tennessee looking for a few good men in the portal. Day 8. We'll start with the quarterback situation. Sam Leavitt, as I understand it, is still here, but getting set to leave and headed to Miami.
Gables.
And then you've got Oregon looming in the background there. This on the news that there is some motion on the Joey Aguilar situation. Apparently, according to Adam Sparks of your Knoxville News Sentinel, there's going to be a meeting between the judge, the plaintiffs, and the defendants on Monday. I don't know. Again, I'm not a legal scholar, but I don't know that, what can you get out of a meeting? Usually in court, you have to be in court and a judge bangs a gavel or something to make something official. So I don't know that this is a great update, but maybe at least there's some movement there.
What if it's one of those deals where the judge sits everybody down? Because you hear about judges doing this. And
Hold on. This is Legal Bear. I want to get him this thing here.
I'm just hypothetically. Could it be a situation, Russell, where a judge sits down, looks at one side of the other, and is like, you're going to lose. Go ahead. Or can you push them to make a deal?
Judges do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to lose?
I can I can speak from experience.
Oh, really? That's happened to you? A judge has sat you down and said, Bob, you're going to lose?
No,
That's
no.
my
It was long story that I'm not going to bog the listeners down with, but it had something to do with one of our adoptions, and literally that's what the judge did, was sat with us before, and it was in our favor, but saying, this is not going to be that type of case, so let's try to figure out what the resolution is. So yeah, it happens.
Welcome to the Drives Law Firm, Bob. Welcome.
Bob and Bear. Bob and Bear.
Oh no, I'm no lawyer. Bear.
I've just heard about it. Watched a lot of Law and Order.
Well, I mean, if you don't have, if you can't get Levitt, and who knows what you read into things, but the fact that he gets off campus without signing and he's going to Miami, a school that is known to have beaucoup of dollars and just won a game to make the college football national championship. To me, don't want to be super pessimistic here, but that seems like not a great sign.
My, how the tables have turned. You're now swinging into I'm actually okay right now.
I'm just being realistic. I'm okay too, because I'm
okay with him going to Miami if we lose him like that. Rather than, it would be worse than if we decided not to take him.
I'm still not totally sold on Levitt. Like I'm kind of coming back around to would rather have Joey for another year than Levitt for a variety of reasons.
Would free up some cash, man.
Would free up some cash. Guy that the team already knows. Guy that doesn't have a Liz Frank injury that he's trying to recover from. A guy that, there's no rumblings out there about him being a bad teammate or whatever, whether those rumblings are true or not. I don't know. But, I mean, I would not I would not fancy Tennessee's chances against A, Miami, B, Oregon lurking in the background, and C, LSU is still there, still desperately needs a quarterback after DeMond Williams says, I'm just going to stay at Washington.
Because there was a running back that hit the portal earlier today that I would be okay with them spending.
Justice Haynes from they ain't going to spend on him. Does anybody think we're going to open up the checkbook to sign that guy?
I would say, but just get – it'd be a luxury, but he's a good running back.
I was saying he's not. He's probably the best running back in the portal, but Tennessee is not. We've seen Josh Heupel for 5 years now. We don't spend money on running backs. We just don't.
Yeah. Wow, it's like we've switched seats or something, Russ. Because yesterday it was like, why not Sam Levitt? And I was sitting there saying, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Now I'm like, I saw what could happen last night. I saw it with Carson Beck. It's like, okay, a guy that
you have to have an elite quarterback.
Yeah, got paid a ton of money, and that drive his game was okay, but that drive at the end was like legendary, man. It was great, and so I was like, okay, I can get on board with something like that. Now look at us. We've switched.
We're talking about we're having a micro conversation here about the quarterback. Macro. Like I feel like you said yourself yesterday, you were pissed. I feel like the portal is going fine for Tennessee. Not great, but not terrible like so many people seem to think. I'm certainly not pissed off about it. I feel like we're kind of doing the Josh Heupel thing. We're just slowly accumulating what we need, and there's still 2.5 weeks or so until you have to have your rosters set with classes starting and all that stuff. And I feel like we've got 5-6 guys now if you want to count the long snapper. And we'll probably have another 5 to 10 after that.
How many? What number do you think we need to get?
We talked about this a couple of days ago. I think we put the number at
12.5.
And said at that point we were saying under. I don't know. Do we adjust that now?
I'm looking there. I would say 12 to 15 is kind of where I think we'll end up.
If we get lucky, if we're lucky enough to get the other, how many guys is it from Penn State on the defensive side? We're still looking at 3.
You got you got Chaz Coleman,
and the adjuster.
You got DeJuan Lane as the safety, and then Amari Campbell is the adjuster. So you get those 3, and then to go along with Xavier Gilliam, and the Nittany Vol defense is in full effect. And I'm here for the Nittany Vol defense.
By the way, when it comes to Chaz Coleman, apparently there are some reports, according to article on Yahoo Sports that Ohio State is fading in that
Yeah,
recruitment.
no, I've seen that, and there's a report that we're going to go try and visit him in Ohio tomorrow, and then there's also a report that South Carolina feels like they could get in there, and LSU is not going away either. So that one's still up in the air, but I mean it feels like we're in there punching above our weight on this one. And I'll just say this, Bob, for all the doom and gloomers out there who we're not getting it done in the portal, we don't have any money, we're broke, Heupel's lazy, whatever the narrative is out there. If you were to get Chaz Coleman and Sam Levitt, or you would get two of the top 3 players in the transfer portal, according to On3.
That'd be good.
I mean, that would be great.
Good, yeah.
Just on paper, from a rating standpoint, that would be one of the best portal classes in the portal era. Has anybody ever signed 2 of the top 3 players?
I mean, if they did, it was probably like Ole Miss or Ohio State. Maybe did they do it last year? When did they get Judkins and
the safety from Bama?
Yeah,
that was 2 years ago. But yeah, I mean that would be right up there. So the Nittany Vol trio still out there. Francis Breu, the defensive lineman from Pitt, still out there. He's already visited. They're bringing in another edge rusher from Tulane, Jordan Norman, scheduled to be here tomorrow.
Solid name.
You've
got the Bama duo, Quay Russaw and James Smith. Those guys are supposed to be here this weekend. You've got a safety from Oklahoma, Gentry Williams, who's like one of these fifth-year guys that has a lot of SEC experience. He's supposed to be here this weekend. The 2 running backs, Kendrick Raphael from Cal, Bryson Washington from Baylor, supposedly going to be in here. And then a new name that just dropped from Austin Price over on VolQuest, Michigan safety TJ Metcalf. So there's 9 guys. And, you're not going to get all those, but probably get 3 or 4. And like I said a couple of days ago, and this is proven out to be true, none of us knew who TJ Metcalf was yesterday. New guys are going into the portal every day. Every day there's a new guy that's in the portal and like, oh, look at that guy. By the way, the 5-star former, I think it's Aaron Scott, the corner from Ohio State that went in that everybody was all hot and bothered by, but then it was like, oh, we're not doing anything with him. There's a report yesterday that he's coming in on a visit next week. So, like,
I mean, he's out recruiting all the positions that we were all pulling our hair about, needing help out.
This stuff is so fluid. Like, I just gave you 9 names that we're reportedly linked to right now. By the time we get back on the air Monday at 3,
They're probably 9 different ones.
well, you'll probably have gotten 2 or 3 of the guys that we just mentioned, and there will be new names that we've never heard of that will be coming in next week too. So
I'm kind of digging the portal period, man. It's fun.
I mean, that's one word for it. It's certainly entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just going to be no rules and complete chaos, you might as well enjoy it.
Well, it's a way to speed up the rebuilding process. And I think part of what is so intriguing about Indiana is, like Bob said, I mean, this program was a laughingstock for years and years and years. They win the coaching lottery. They hire the right guy. Everybody talk about all this money that Indiana's spending right now. Hey, nobody's spending the money if it's still Kevin Wilson or Jerry DiNardo coaching.
Mark Cuban's not giving out millions.
Yeah, and he wasn't in year 1. He wasn't last year. That was the story. Was like he said, look, I donated some last year, and I donated again this year. Let's just say they're a lot happier this year than they were last year. So their success has brought up that they hit the lottery, man. They hired James Madison's coach, and it turned out to be the next Saban, potentially. So
the best comp is when we hired Vitello.
The portal thing is that probably is the best Signetti comp. We were thinking basketball, but it might be baseball. But the portal gives you hope, man. It gives, and even programs like Tennessee, and I'm sure they're having the same conversation down at Alabama, Auburn, whoever, Florida. There's thing. Oh man, Back in the old days, when you bottom out, you fire your coach, you bring in a new guy. Well, it takes 2 years to lay the foundation,
Build the
and then
roster.
you start building. Butch Jones, it takes 7 years to build a program. Whatever that ridiculous quote was.
Butch Jones is ass.
Now, the portal, if you got one booster who really wants it, or even just a coach who really knows how to work the portal, knows how to moneyball it and get what he needs,
Yeah.
you could be back in a year.
Well, I mean, it definitely, we've talked about it in the past, it definitely accelerated the rebuild from where we were at the end of the Troubles when Heupel first got here it definitely helped jumpstart it.
Just a beautiful day outside. I mean, really. I guess we got lucky. It's the first time it's rained here all year. Really in a week or two. So
It's going to be out of here by late tomorrow afternoon, and then it's just going to be cold again.
Yeah, it's back to cold. That's all right.
we got Tennessee basketball tomorrow down in Swampland. Big opportunity for
drain it.
Rick Barnes and the Volunteers to get a big win. We'll have volunteer reaction for you as soon as the game is over right here on your Fan Run app. We're looking forward to providing that for you. Looking forward to providing 3 hours of quality sports-related entertainment for the masses this afternoon. If you've got thoughts on the portal, what we saw last night out in Arizona, the Indiana phenomenon that we get to watch some more of this evening, give us a ring. Let's talk about it. 865-966-3435, your phone number. To get on board, you can call or text the show today at 865-966-3435. You're listening to The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
This is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Here in East Tennessee, home means everything. It's where we gather, celebrate, and build our future. That's why our team treats every client like family. Because your home isn't just a transaction, it's part of your story.
From first-time buyers to luxury listings, the Kregner Group delivers results that light up the scoreboard. With expert marketing, powerful local connections, and a heart for service, Bo and his team make your real estate goals a reality.
If you're thinking about buying or selling, let's talk. 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. We'd be honored to help you win at real estate. The Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Walking by faith, serving others.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement, we've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronoknxville.com.
Back here on The Drive, Fan Run Radio, coming to you live this afternoon from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. We're on 105.7 FM. We're on fanrunradio.com. We're on the free Fan Run app, which I was just told we're getting a new app.
Really?
To replace the new app that we got to replace the old app.
Sweet.
Told this one is going to be really, really good. Hope I'm not speaking out of turn. Probably should have ran that one by the boss before. Just threw that out there. Anyway, you could listen on the app. YouTube, Fan Run TV. Shout out to the folks over there. We'll read from the comment section on that one. We got a podcast. It's brought to you by Broadway Carpet. You go back and relive all the glory at your leisure wherever you listen to podcasts as soon as the show is over. Trinidad Chambliss today denied his waiver with the NCAA for another year. Already I saw famed sports eligibility attorney Tom Mars on Twitter rattling his legal sabers, indicating that Trinidad Chambliss could sue. Getting a lot of messages from folks saying this is a bad omen for Joey and the Aguilar case. I don't know.
It's a different.
I think they're different.
Yeah, I think they're different. First of all, like, this is an NCAA ruling. He was denied by the NCAA. Joey's in court,
right,
with a judge and stuff. Joey's already been denied. It was actually Pavia that was denied by the NCAA. That's why they went to court over this. Yeah. So think of it as like the Joey thing. He's ahead of Chambliss by a couple of months, or how Chambliss will probably sue now. We'll see where that goes. The other thing is, like, the Chambliss thing, like, the whole basis of his thing was a redshirt year on basis of injury. He's trying to say that he was injured or sick or something like that, and that cost him.
He had gone over whatever the limit was for participation for that.
Joey
year.
And Pavia are suing for the JUCO doesn't count. Like, that's what they're saying, is that years that count according to the NCAA should not count.
Well, I mean, it's the reason Pavia got to play this past year, right?
Yes.
So I mean, I don't understand why it's taking them so long to rule for Joey. I mean, because they've already set a precedent. Can't let one guy do it and then say no.
Sure you can. We're just making it up as we go along here.
Just in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it gets back to some of the what if scenarios that we were talking about yesterday on the show. What if Sam Levitt, what if you go all in on Sam Levitt and you pay him $4 million to come here, and then here in like a month and a half, whatever, we finally get a ruling and Joey's eligible.
We can't wait that long.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think at that point you just say, Joey, we love you, man. That's awesome that you get to play, but we've got Levitt. Like, we've already signed the deal. He's here. Yeah, you'll have a home here and all that stuff. Like, best of luck to you, and he'll go play somewhere.
I mean, the Aguilar, they're always welcome here.
But
just based off last year.
But again, like, you'll be kicking. You're like, damn, well, if they just told us this 2 months ago, we would have just rolled with Joey. We'd have felt better about him from a health standpoint, and we'd have had more money to go and spend on defensive players in the portal.
I mean, all that's true.
It's just a chaotic time right now in college athletics. So
it would be a lot less stressful if quarterback wasn't one of the positions we were having to address in the portal.
Yeah, I was reading this ESP or CBS Sports piece too during the break. This is Brad Crawford, CBS Sports, and he's talking about Levitt visiting Miami as a potential replacement for Carson Beck. And then he's got this section after he writes about that. Could Alabama's Ty Simpson be a wild card? And he's writing this from the Miami perspective, and he makes a good point. Cam Ward did what Ty Simpson has done, where he declared for the draft after his year at Washington State.
Right.
And briefly declared for the draft before briefly entering the portal and then going to Miami. So, I mean, if Ty Simpson is still, if Miami's holding out hope,
Ty Simpson's completely different. Because, I mean, he doesn't, to me, he's a better option than Leavitt. Number one, he did get broken ribs in the race. They'll be fine. He doesn't have some type of major, with possible long-term complications, injury that Leavitt does.
I don't want to get Vol fans' hopes up about Ty Simpson. I would classify that as the longest of long shots. But, again, this is chaos. We're seemingly making up the rules as we go along. Something you thought was not a possibility yesterday is a possibility tomorrow, and then an impossibility again.
Right.
It's just totally wild. All right, let's go to the phones. 865-966-3435, your phone number. If you want to get on the show, call or text the drive today at 966-3435. Big Josh is up first on the program. What up, BJ?
Hey, W. We've not won an SEC since 98. The program, to me, looks like it's regressing again. If they really want to keep Heupel here and they really want to be a serious program, to me, now's the time, if you're ever going to do it, to put all your chips on the table. This is Knowles' first year. I mean, I don't think anybody expects him to have a top 20 defense in year one, no matter who he signs. But, I've seen Joey Aguilar against a really weak schedule finish 8-4. Another 8-4, 8-5, 9-3. We can do that again, but initially I was scared of Leavitt because of the foot, but the truth is I've seen Leavitt be an elite player, and he's a guy who can escape, which we desperately need. And he's a guy who could really get you some wins. And if you can add to the defense, he's high risk, but he's also really high reward if it works out. And like I said, I mean, you see who's playing for this. It's like three of those schools live in the portal, and the other school has Phil Knight just pumping millions upon millions. So you think Leavitt is worth a roll of the dice? I mean, I do, just because of the chance of something special happening. Now, let me ask you this. If you do that and you go all in on Leavitt and he can't play next year, misses games, or is generally ineffective, he can't scramble and doesn't have the explosiveness, would you be willing, as a fan, to give Josh Heupel a mulligan, some would say another mulligan, on that year? Because we're sitting here talking about, hey, go all in. I'm not giving no mulligans, but you're not getting I mean, if you finish 8-4, 8-5, 7-5, 7-6, the fan base is out. I mean, this schedule is not the schedule we've seen the last 2 years. But this is big boy football. Here's the thing, though. This is why we talk about all in and a gamble and all this stuff. Is going all in on Sam Leavitt guarantees you nothing. All right, like even if he does come back at 100% and he plays all year, Big Josh, you could still go 8-5, 7-4, whatever you just said. You could. That's what I realize that, but going in all in on Joey Aguilar, we know what Joey Aguilar is. His ceiling is nowhere close to Sam Leavitt's ceiling. And Joey Aguilar against that schedule your job's on the line. Your job's on the line. I know if I was Josh Heupel, I would be doing the Rick Barnes deal. I'd be hunting down Jimmy or Bill or Big Jim, and I really need this kid.
I don't know how
we need some defensive players, but
I don't know how receptive Big Jim is going to be to that pitch after watching Ament the past 3 months.
Yeah, well, I don't know either, man. But I've seen how the book's kind of out on Heupel anyway. When good teams put 3 safeties back and they can stop the run, it's over. And if you don't get a quarterback and you go out there and run 3 plays and out in 30 seconds, I don't give a damn if you got the 85 Bears playing defense. You are going to have a terrible season. So, in my opinion, now is the time to put your chips on the table. And I don't know what kind of booster base we have. I don't know if those guys are as serious as these other schools are. But, that's what it basically comes down to. If we're ever going to do it, Danny, we need to be focusing on that a little more, I believe, than, building a new Taco Bell over at G10 or whatever. But anyway, hopefully we can keep it going here. It seems like we've got a little momentum on some of those Penn State kids, but I really want Levitt, Russell. I think the potential upside of that, it could turn into a special season if it worked out. Something we hadn't seen in a long time. So, anyway, y'all take care. See you guys.
Thank you, Big Josh. Great to hear from you. 865-966-3435. You want to chime in this afternoon. So, here's my thing. We were what? We were like top 5 in total offense nationally this year. Let me pull it up real quick here. I know stats are not everything. They don't tell this. Number 8 nationally, right there, 2 yards per game behind Indiana. Top 10 defense. We were 91st nationally in total defense. If you bring back Joey and many of the same cast of characters and you run it back and at least get similar production, I would argue that you should be better with a second-year quarterback in this system. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's similar production. If you can just improve the defense a little bit, and I agree with what Big Josh said, nobody's expecting a top 20 defense next year out of Jim Knowles in his first season here. But if you could just get it to top 50.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I think that should be the expectation, by the way, and that would be a hell of a jump based on what we saw this year. This was bloody this year.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, like, from the go all in on Levitt crowd, like if you do that and your defense doesn't get much better because you went all in on Levitt and you didn't have the funds to splurge on a few more defensive players, how much better can your offense really get when it's the defense that was so atrocious this season?
I mean, the only really complaint I have about Aguilar is he did get from midseason on kind of loose with the football. Some of it wasn't his fault. I mean, like what happened against Oklahoma, you can't put that on him. That's all.
I just don't want to do 3 months of radio this summer listening to fans talking about we went cheap. I don't want to watch Aguilar again. This is going to suck. Like that. I would be very excited if it's Aguilar, particularly if we end up getting like Chaz Coleman and a couple of other instant impact guys on defense. I'd be pretty stoked.
Well, yeah. If we had a decent defense this year, we'd have been a playoff team.
Was texting with a buddy of mine who's an orthopedic surgeon about the whole Lisfranc thing, and I'll share with you what he sent me. The all-in on Levitt folks are going to want to hear this, so stay tuned. 865-966-3435, your phone number. You want to get on the show this afternoon, 966-3435. Would love to hear from you. You can call or text the show this afternoon. We'll take a quick timeout. Also, we got to get into Tennessee basketball. Vols on the road tomorrow night at Florida tomorrow afternoon, as the case may be, a high noon showdown with the defending national champions in Gainesville. We'll get into it when we continue. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me. If you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ECRTotalLandscapes.com.
What if I told you could pay off your home in an average of 7 years without making more money or spending a dime less, simply by changing how your mortgage is structured? Sounds impossible? Let me show you how it works. I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, helping families across the U.S. save thousands in interest and own their home years sooner. Don't believe me? Give me a call at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com to learn more. NMLS number 332941.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Lightning LeRae Jenkins on the YouTube chat says, won't be long and we'll be talking ourselves into Dylan Raiola.
Nah, that's a firewall for me, buddy.
They bring it in like you're just going to resign from the...
No, I would just say at that point, just start one of the kids. Start George.
Raiola's not allowed to improve?
I don't want him.
Here's what's funny to me about
stuff.
The Mahomes thing is, when I was growing up, everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan. You're going to, whether it's 8 and under rec league or church run on the weekend with a bunch of balding 45-year-olds, or watching high school boot. Everybody had the wristband up on your forearm. People had like the calf wrap.
tugging on the shorts and everything.
Sure, I remember those days.
Everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, these guys don't have a personality of their own. It's just like, no, you're idolizing the best player in the game.
Well, there's a huge difference between Mike Jordan and Pat Mahomes.
I would agree, but
one's a legend, one of the immortals.
And how many Super Bowls is Mahomes up to now?
Mahomes is a really good quarterback, a Hall of Famer.
Okay, yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's not Michael Jordan of his sport, but he's pretty damn good. And my only point is, I don't fault a kid for idolizing him.
I don't know. It's cringy, and I just don't. I'd rather have Aguilar.
Another post on the live chat from Lightning Larry says, if you swapped Joey with Nico in 2024, does he perform equal or better than Nico did? I mean, it's hard to say.
Final record?
Final record, I think the answer could be.
What do you mean, like Nico's our starter here this past season?
No, he was saying
Joey
was a starter last year.
I see, yeah.
I think he probably does better than Nico because he's fairly accurate with his deep balls.
Yeah.
That would have,
This is the paradox of Aguilar. And I agree with you. Again, he's very accurate with his deep balls. It's a beautiful thing. But he's also, as Phil would say, a turnover machine.
He can be. He likes to.
How can you be both of those things?
But I also think it's kind of apples to oranges because we've talked about this too. It feels like Josh kind of it feels like maybe the offense was opened up a little more for Joey than it was for Nico.
Well, yeah, because he could hit those long balls. Joey's problem was the mid-range stuff. That's where he'd sail them.
Yeah.
Hewitt Pruitt says, breaking news, Bears' worst fear, Emmett Otter has entered the transfer portal and will be going to the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
A huge fan of the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
So you're fine with Emmett Otter?
Yeah, it's cool.
Bears like, yeah, whatever, man. At this point, Emmett Otter.
Ricky Gibbs, what's the difference?
Yeah, as long as it's not Dylan Raiola, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, he just won.
It seems like he's a non-starter for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it this morning. I heard it on Tony. I mean, everybody's kind of like, man, don't go there.
I could see it. I could see it now. That's what they say now. They bring him in, and it'll be, man, what is Heupel doing to, well, he must be desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures to, well, he was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school to, well, whatever struggles he had are just because he's at Nebraska to, well, what I just said, who cares if he's idolizing the best quarterback in professional football over the last 10 years or so.
Some of this stuff is kind of cringe, you have to admit. He's a little cringy.
And you would be the perfect test case for this. You would be right there. By the way.
What would make him – I'm sorry.
As long as I'm ripping on Bear for a minute.
Oh, come on, no.
Who was the – it was a text box person or a YouTube chatter yesterday who said, if George McIntyre had played at Catholic instead of BGA or whatever he played, Bear would be – you know what the narrative would be.
Start the kid from Catholic.
Why are we even bothering with all these portal guys when we've got the future of the program sitting right there? Hand him the keys. He's just pondering. He's like, yeah, that's exactly what would be happening.
No, he communicated with you.
No, I don't think I would.
You don't think you would?
No, I don't. I don't go nearly as goofy. I mean, the one I did, BJ Edwards. I mean, BJ was the one, and you know damn well we'd like to have him right now.
The one.
Well, he's playing awfully good.
Well,
he's playing awfully well then, Russ.
Kyle says, yeah, it's a totally different situation with Joey and Chambliss still holding out hope there. Tim Dewberry says the judge needs to just grant a preliminary injunction. He actually said a preliminary injection, which would actually be better, and give them an extra year like he did the Pavia family until they hash it out in court. I mean, I'm sure that's what Aguilar would like.
I mean, if that news came down on Monday afternoon, I mean, you think Heupel's just going to run it back with Aguilar this year? Would that be his plan A? Or do you think he'd want to roll the dice with Levitt?
Who knows? I feel like Josh, just knowing what we know, how slow he is to make change, how loyal he is to those around him, it feels like he would probably rather go with Aguilar, but that's just speculation on my part. He also
get a lot of trust with Joey.
He also falls in love with the 5-star QBs, going all the way back to Joe Milton, Nico, Joe, Faison. Like he loves him a highly touted quarterback.
So Hendon's the only multiple-year starter during his.
Yeah,
correct.
That's the other thing, man. Is like
every year we get a new starting quarterback. First year in the system.
That's wild, man.
It's amazing when he's won as many games. I mean, yeah, it's college football now.
I mean, isn't it the last 4 Heisman Trophy winners all
transfer
new
portals?
Schools out of the transfer portal?
Yeah.
I didn't realize the kid from Michigan started off. I'd forgotten that he started off at Bama. Justice Haynes, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these guys, the Final Four teams, all transfer quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
What was it out of the whole all 12 teams? I'm sure
Only
it was 9 or
one,
10. Was there just one homegrown QB?
We talked about it. Somebody mentioned it on air. I can't remember. Probably Walker.
All right, so here is the American Journal of Medicine, I guess, report, query on the Liz Frank injury for athletes. Among NFL players, 83% of the players, 29 of 35, returned to play at a median of 10 months. So an average of 10 months. Some took much longer. Though their performance declined significantly, offensive players showed a 21% decrease in statistical performance one season after return, with offensive players experiencing greater declines than defensive players. That's the NFL. You're older. It's a more violent league. Tears, breaks, whatever can be more severe.
I mean, recovery time's recovery time.
Not every injury is the same. Return to pre-injury level varies by sport and treatment. According to the journal, among professional athletes, while return-to-play rates are high, league participation and performance metrics often decline. NFL players started fewer games 2 to 3 seasons post-surgery and showed measurable decreases in performance statistics. This is a bad injury to have.
Yes. You'd be a career ender.
So this was sent to me by an orthopedic doc earlier today, and he didn't say, in his opinion, that we shouldn't pursue the guy, but he did say we shouldn't pay him $5 million.
Well, yeah. Did you ask him if he was in charge of the or that's basically what he say he wouldn't pay him that much money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
How much do we think Joey will cost us if everything works out, if the ruling goes in his favor? We don't get Levitt. Joey's our guy. What do we think he's going to command?
I don't know. I have no idea what we gave him this year.
The number I heard was 1.2.
That's what I've heard too.
This year, I say you double that.
2.5.
You give him 2.5. Hey, here's twice as much as you made last year. You're not going to do twice as well, statistically speaking. You're not going to throw for 6,000 yards.
I would. I mean,
you think he'd hold our feet to the fire after all we did for him?
No, I don't.
Double your salary. You're going to go in the
so.
portal? I don't think he would either.
I don't know. That's one thing, because I feel like he would be loyal to us, and part of me doesn't want to get in a situation where we find out he can come back, and we didn't take him back because we decided to sign Levitt.
I bet you could get him for maybe 2.
Lowball the crap out of him.
That's not a lowball.
Yeah,
it's $2 million.
Hey, Joey, it's a little late in the game here. We'll give you $5 and half a ding dong.
That's like
come on back.
70% up.
You offer me.
That's like Danny. That's Danny Dimes territory there.
$2 million for basically 1 year's work. He'd have to work his ass off, man. That's the big thing with Aguilar's. He's got the turnovers.
And, everybody has like a point of emphasis in an offseason. Basketball, maybe it's free throw shooting. Maybe it's ball handling. Maybe it's just getting bigger. Football players want to generally get bigger, faster, stronger. I don't know that Joey needs to or can do any of that. My thing with him, and I can't imagine it would be anything else other than cut down on the turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be –
you spend the rest of the winter, spring, working out at the center or, at the training center with your wide receivers on the indoor field.
We're going to develop –
timing down.
We're going to develop you. You're going to have a firm grasp and command of the offense the next time you set on field next season.
Mm-hmm.
And – turnover is going to happen. Ball gets batted up in the air, whatever. You try and force one in late. That happens. But I think he threw 10 this season. I think that was the final number. Let's cut that in half.
I think he threw more than the previous 3 quarterbacks combined.
Well,
But, Joe and Hendon and really Nico, those guys were –
those guys all threw I think – Hendon threw 2
in 2 years.
In 2022.
2022.
I don't think he threw 1 in 21.
I think he threw point remains. 2 is asking a lot of any quarterback, but if you can get it to 5 or fewer, I'd sign up for that right now.
Yeah. And he's obviously an older guy and one of the team leaders, and it's going to be easier for him this offseason to make sure that when it's the unsupervised part of the offseason where it's on the guys to get in there and do their workouts and show up for, the receivers and the quarterback and, just to show up and throw the ball.
He becomes the Cam Ward at Miami. This workout is not optional.
Yeah.
This is not voluntary.
We're all showing up today.
Cancel your little beach trip. I expect you on the field at 6 a.m. with the rest of us.
Do you want to win or not?
We need that. Got to be there on time for those morning workouts. Stay with us. Hour number 2 of The Drive coming up. It's Fan Run Radio. Back with more after this.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The Voluntary Reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the Vols as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law. 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Hey Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway, and the Top 4 at 4 is brought to you by Smoky Mountain Brewery in Turkey Creek, where we'll be on Tuesday for a special 5-hour live broadcast. Fan Run Radio of the Playbook and the Drive. Walker Smith, what do you got?
At number 1, a Tennessee transfer portal update. The Vols landed 2 transfers last night, getting Penn State D tackle Xavier Gilliam, Louisville kicker Cooper Ranvier. Is that right? Ranvier?
Yes.
Ranvier. And they also landed Eastern Kentucky long snapper Blake Howard in orange and white this morning. QB Sam Levitt left campus, or is about to leave campus today, and is now headed to Miami for a visit. And today, Tennessee is hosting Penn State linebacker Amari Campbell and Oklahoma cornerback Gentry Williams.
Excuse me. Need DB. I mean, bring me all the DBs.
All you want all of them?
I want Coleman. Want Campbell, the linebacker, obviously. Bring me all the DBs, man. Time to flip that room.
We need them. All new faces except for Ty Redmond.
If you want a little break from the basketball game tomorrow, the Navy All-American game is going to be on NBC at 1 p.m. Some of our new guys are going to be in that one.
The Navy All-American game?
They call it the Navy.
It used to be the U.S. Army All-American. In San Antonio?
Yep.
Navy's taking over, huh?
Navy's taking
Who
over.
all do we have?
Tristan Keys, or TK Keys, as he likes to go by.
I wonder if
TJ White, Braden Rouse, Carter Gooden, Joel White, and JJ Finch.
Remember what a huge deal that was 20 years ago?
when they make their announcement.
They announced
there were a couple of years where we would get 3 or 4 guys there. I remember, for some reason this year sticks out in my mind, 2004. Remember Patrick Turner? Remember that saga?
Oh, he from Good Pasture?
Yes.
High school, yeah.
Good poll bear. Wide receiver, ended up going to USC. 5-star in-state prospect, and it was just an epic recruitment. And he announced at that game, broke Tennessee fans' hearts.
I remember in the summer one time, it was like Nike Elite Camp or something. Remember all the buildup with Dylan Bates?
Yes.
He was going to make his announcement there or something.
Khalil was another one that blew up at one of those summer things, and he was like the number 1 overall recruit.
This portal stuff has replaced all that stuff.
Yeah.
As the thing where we kind of freak out.
I think you got a lot better idea with guys that have actually played.
Yeah.
College
it's quicker.
ball.
These guys are all going to play next season. You sign those high school players, it's like, well, that'll be cool in 3 years when he plays.
But with the high,
these guys are going to play 8 months.
We still have to pay them, even when they're not doing anything.
At number 2, after the heartbreaking loss last night, Ole Miss fans have gotten more bad news today as the NCAA denied Trinidad Chambliss a waiver for a 6th year of eligibility. The decision appears to end Chambliss's college career, although Ole Miss will appeal.
They'll appeal, and he might sue.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss is kind of in the same spot we're in now, where they can't sit around and wait for the appeals and legal process to play out. They're going to have to go find themselves a quarterback, which begs the question, like, why did Austin Sanders go to Missouri? Like, you would think he would just want to stay there and be the guy, because it seems like kind of an outside shot that Chambliss is going to be able to play for them next year.
I assume it had something to do with all the coaching change.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming on the offensive side for them.
Maybe he's feeling, I got to go find the bird in hand where I know I'm going to be the starter rather than stay here where I think I'm going to be the starter. But does Chambliss get an extra year like at the last minute?
Yeah, because Deuce Knight announced today, right? He's going to Ole Miss.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
But there's a little bit of risk there, to your point.
From his standpoint, it's like you're a redshirt freshman next year.
Yeah.
So even if you have to sit behind Chambliss for a season, you've still got up to 3 years to start.
And there's worse things for him than to sit behind Chambliss.
What year is Sanders? He's a young player too. Redshirt freshman or sophomore?
Yeah, he's first or second year player, probably with a red shirt.
Is it Sanders or Simmons?
Austin Simmons.
My bad. Yeah. Austin Sanders is offensive lineman we had.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wasn't he? Maybe. I don't know. Continue, Walker.
At number 3, the Lady Vols got another W last night, beating Mississippi State 90-80 to extend their winning streak to 4 in a row and a 3-0 start in SEC play. Mia Paldo led all scorers with 26 points on 8 for 12 shooting. Up next, Tennessee hosts Arkansas on Sunday at 2 p.m.
Big win for the Lady Vols at the place that is named after Walker's grandfather's uncle.
Yeah, I had dinner with my mom last night and asked her about it. It's 4 generations before me.
That's your blood, man. You
yeah,
should be proud.
Like, I am related to a former president of Mississippi State.
My grandmother was into the genealogy thing, and she told me that we were distant kin to Mark Twain.
Congratulations.
Yeah, right?
He's a poet at heart.
What, you should have gone to school down there. You could have walked in there and be like, hey, I'm a legacy. Starkville not doing it for you.
Starkville, no.
Give me my cowbell.
I traded my cowbells for pitchforks. Take that. I'll take that trade any day of the week.
You want to be a bulldog or a devil?
Exactly.
We're the Devils.
And at number 4, after an epic semifinal last night, the second matchup between Oregon and Indiana is tonight in the Peach Bowl to see who meets Miami in the championship game. Kickoff is at 7:30 on ESPN, and Indiana is a 3-point favorite.
Who you guys got tonight?
I like Indiana still. Just feels they just feel like an unstoppable force. I think Oregon's going to keep it close.
Yeah, I agree. I think Indiana's probably going to win, but I think Oregon's going to throw a lot at them and keep it close. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Third year in a row, no SEC team will play for a national championship.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah. Good.
You like ceding conference dominance to the Big Ten or perhaps the ACC?
I give two flips about about conference dominance.
I would say, I don't know that it's necessarily like if Miami wins, nobody's going to be sitting there saying, "Oh, the ACC passed the SEC."
No.
I mean, it's depth, right? The middle teams, even the cellar teams, are better in the SEC this league. Who was the cellar this year? Arkansas, South Carolina?
Yeah.
Kentucky?
Yeah. Mainly Kentucky.
Who's the cellar of the Big Ten?
Purdue. Northwestern.
Purdue, Northwestern, Rutgers, teams like that?
Yeah.
UCLA.
Boy, this is a pathetic conversation. I don't know. They might be better in the cellar, too.
I'll tell you what, though, Miami gave the ACC a shot that they needed.
Yeah.
I mean,
seriously.
Did you? But they don't have to share that money.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Were you aware of that?
Who, Miami?
Yeah, no, they don't. That's not the way the ACC does it. Miami got a $20 million payday.
Is that a part of their deal, like the ACC's deal with ESPN?
I think it's just the ACC deal with their member institutions. Like,
what about the SEC? Would we have to share it?
Yeah, SEC does revenue share.
Yeah, I remember if one team, it was more important back in the 4-team playoff when if one team from your conference got in, like all your teams got a certain amount of money. And I'm sure that's still the case.
So Levitt's coming to town and they're flush with cash.
And we could have an all Adidas championship game.
I did think about that today.
There'd be something fitting about that just from like we were the last Adidas school to win a national championship. And the year before we come back to Adidas, they win it all again.
Yeah.
What do you guys make of the whole Sam Levitt was a little Freudian slip there. Sam Levitt was a Adidas athlete at Arizona State, another Adidas school.
I think he's got some type of deal with them.
And that, there's a lot of chatter. Oh man, maybe they'll throw more money to come here just to keep him away from Miami or Miami's
an Adidas school.
I mean, Oregon.
They keep away from Phil Knight. They might, but man, Oregon. If Dante Moore leaves, I think that's where he probably ends up. I could see the appeal of wanting to get home. Can you imagine what a hassle that'd be for his family to fly all the way to across the country anytime they want to see him play.
By the way, this game tonight could be a battle for who the number one pick is going to be. Dante Moore goes out and wins this game and shows out.
Think so?
Yeah, it's a good chance.
Thank you, Walker. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Top 4 at 4 brought to you by Smoky Mountain Brewery in Turkey Creek. Special 5-hour live broadcast of Fan Run Radio coming up on Tuesday next week. Come on out, see us, Smoky Mountain Brewery, right next to Calhoun's in Turkey Creek. David on Twitter says Carson Beck threw 10 picks this year, and he's in the championship game.
That is true.
Is Carson Beck an interception machine?
Yeah, I mean, we all thought he was going to screw it up last night. He had one of the best defensive lines in the country, really a great defense, probably the best young electrifying player in the country, Malachi Toney. And that Fletcher kid, he's not
You don't want to give
either.
Carson Beck any credit here? I mean, I know he's a goofy-looking dude, but come on, like he was –
No, he came up big. Yeah. He earned his money on that last drive, but, yeah, I don't think there's much difference floor or ceiling wise from him to Joey. I think it's just going to be what the surrounding cast. He's had a much better surrounding cast.
David also says we got spoiled with low INT numbers with Hooker. Nico didn't/couldn't throw more than 10-yard passes. That's why his INT numbers were low. When you lead the SEC in passing, you're going to have more INTs. Sounds like David is in the pro Joey Aguilar camp.
Yeah, well, I mean, that and Joe Milton, either the receiver was going to catch it and it was going to take him down to the ground, just the sheer force of the pass, or he was going to throw it in the stands. Nobody was catching it.
So I found another interesting nugget on Levitt. Joey Halsley was an assistant quarterbacks coach at Utah State in 2015 when Dallin Levitt, the older brother of Sam, who's the agent that everybody's chattering about, was a safety there at Utah State.
A relationship. Huh?
So they were on the team together. Utah State, what are they, Aggies?
Yeah. They came in and we opened with them 1 year under Butch.
Yeah, who was that quarterback that we
all worked up about?
Chucky
Keaton.
Chucky Keaton.
We had ourselves convinced that dude was going to come here and shred us, and we kicked their ass.
Who was the lineman that blew his knee out in that game, but he played the rest of the year?
For Tennessee?
Yeah. One of our tackles. He had started off as a walk-on.
Offensive or defensive?
Offensive line. Yeah, we didn't have anybody else that could.
Oh, was it one of the Sullenses?
No. It was Jim Butch. He had to brace his leg up every game. He could barely walk, but he played that whole year.
Jones is ass.
The blown ACL.
I'm sure an alert listener can. It's not ringing a bell to me. Blew out his leg.
But
Are you about Tiny Richardson?
No.
Played the entire season on a blown ACL?
Yeah. Tennessee off. I don't know why I remember it. I just remember it. I think it was in the Utah State game where he heard it.
Alert listeners, please let us know on Twitter or in the text box if you know who or what Bear is talking about.
They're saying, Mr. Tall 85 says he doesn't, I don't see the name, but he says he blew both his ACLs and still played.
So, wow. It gets worse.
This is like becoming the Black Knight here. By the end of the segment, he's going to.
Jacob Gilliam?
Yeah, that's him.
I was going to say Chuck Norris, the way it was going. But
Mike in the text box, I think this is in reference to Joey Aguilar.
He had 2 ACLs?
That's what they said here, yeah.
I just remember the one. Mike says, in relation to Joey, a zebra doesn't change its stripes. He also had 4 fumbles, 2 were returned for TDs. Only a fool would pay $2 million for a guy with 14 turnovers and 5 losses.
All right, so one of the fumbles that was returned for a touchdown.
That was on Lance Hurd. Or David Sanders.
It was on David Sanders. Yeah. He whiffed, and then
killed.
Kitzelman couldn't bring the guy down. That dude was a monster.
That guy barely played the rest of the season.
R. Mason Thomas.
Yeah. What was the other fumble return for a touchdown?
In
the bowl game?
Was it a bowl game? Yeah. Well, that was on.
That was Hurd, right?
Yeah,
he stepped on the guy's ankle.
He stepped on the guy's ankle and slipped. He made an incredibly athletic play to try and recover.
He
just couldn't do it.
I hate that for Hurd because he had performed so well at left tackle. You wonder how much that one play hurts his draft stock, because he was right there on the edge of going pro or
probably, not.
Yeah, it did kind of cost us that game, didn't it?
Yep. A lot of momentum.
Coming up, Neil Blackman covers all things Florida for Saturday Down South. Great guest, man. We've had him on before. He can talk about the basketball game tomorrow, obviously Tennessee and Florida, but also get his thoughts on the John Summerall hire down there. And he's a big college baseball guy, too. So I've been wanting to ask him this for a long time. What the heck is going on with Kevin O'Sullivan down there in Gainesville?
That, and we need to ask him about, I can't remember the fellow's name, one of our new assistant coaches that thought he was going
Gerolman?
Thought he was going to be the next head coach at Florida.
Yeah, he's ours now. Baseball practice starts Monday. First game 5 weeks from today.
Yeah, I was going to say 36 days, 35 days, so yeah.
Let's go. Quick timeout. You're listening to The Drive. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hey, this is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, in sports, home field advantage matters, and it's the same in real estate. Our team knows every neighborhood, every play that gets you the win, whether you're buying your first home or selling for top dollar. Let's get you in the end zone. Call me today at 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, walking by faith, serving others.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Back here on the drive, it's Fan Run Radio. Russell and Bob back with you. Neil Blackman covers all things Florida and college athletics with SaturdayDownSouth.com. Neil, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
Hey, man, we're all right. Try to get 2026 kicked off in a positive way. You know, I mean, this portal stuff it's pretty crazy, you know?
Oh, man, what a wild time in college sports with no real solutions in sight.
Yeah, and the thing is, people ask me, like, they complain about it, but then that's all we talk about on this show is the portal. It's I don't know if it's awesome or horrible or somewhere in between. Probably somewhere in the middle, right?
I feel like that's it. That's all you can ask for.
Well, Neil, we'll get your thoughts on the John Summerall hire down at Florida here in just a minute before we let you go. But first, always love talking basketball with you. And before we get into the matchup tomorrow between the Vols and Gators, just your thoughts on Florida this year. I know they've taken a couple of L's here, but playing a really difficult schedule. And as we all know, you win a national championship, you ain't sneaking up on anybody that next year. You're getting everyone's best shot.
Yeah, I think they are getting everyone's best shot. I also think that, I mean, you know, Florida fans have overreacted a little to the start. To your point, tomorrow will be Florida's 8th Quad 1 game. No school in America has played 7 other than Florida. So, you know, arguably the toughest schedule in the country. And really, until they played Georgia Tuesday night, they hadn't played anyone at home. You know, most of those games were either kind of semi-away neutral sites or pure road games like the game at Duke that they lost by 1 point. They've lost 5 games by 17 points. You know, and there's no secret as to what's going on. I mean, if Boogie Fland and Xavier Lee play well, Florida is Final Four good. Unfortunately for Florida, that hasn't been the case enough, and so Florida's lost some very close basketball games. And tomorrow is going to be another close basketball game.
Hey, Neil, thanks for joining us, man. It's good talking to you again. I wanted to ask this question, and you just started the first part of my question. You talk about Xavier Lee and Boogie Fland. What I was stunned by in the offseason was when Denzel Aberdeen, who had a chance, I mean, to me, it was like this was going to be his team to run now at the point with all the guards from last year leaving, and he exits to Kentucky, and, you got to believe that was for the bag, but was there more to it than that, given that some of these other new guys were also coming in?
There was not. Denzel is a guy who I got to know pretty well last year covering the team. He's not going to play. Well, I shouldn't say not. It's unlikely that he plays in the NBA. He could have a very nice career in Europe. But, he's one of these guys in this new universe where his max earnings potential as a human being could be at 22. And so Florida made him an extremely competitive offer, north of $1 million, to come back and, to your point, be the captain of the defending national champions. And Kentucky, doubled that offer. And Denzel came back and asked Florida not even to match, but to get closer. And, part of the reason Todd Golden built a national champion is knowing how to exist in this NIL universe. And he just said, look, we've made a real competitive offer to you. So you can stay here or you can go. And he left. They miss him. They miss him on defense more, actually, than they miss him offensively. Denzel is, as Kentucky fans are learning, is prone to poor shot selection. Yeah. And he sometimes dribbles the ball to death. It doesn't mean that he's not a really good player. He's an elite defender, one of the best perimeter defenders in the SEC. He's a winner and a wonderful kid. But I think Florida isn't necessarily in a far worse spot without him.
Talking with Neil Blackman this afternoon, Saturday Down South. And Neil, I think one of the things that was so surprising about Florida's national championship last year was that just the age of the coach and Todd Golden. You remember the scandal that kind of engulfed the front part of the season. He's able to weather that storm and then win a national title at such a young age, and people are just starting to take notice. Like, who's this guy over here? What is it about Todd Golden that makes him such an effective coach for the Gators?
Well, I think part of it with Todd is, he's a player's coach. The players, they love playing for him. He was a walk-on himself, so he understands, I think, the demands of being a player and also the demands of development, right? And the idea that it can take a while. You're not going to come in and be immediately awesome. Not everyone is Nate Ament, and even Nate Ament is having growing pains, right? Mm. And I think that kind of understanding, and then just Todd is advanced in terms of he understands modern basketball. I mean, the Warriors came in and talked to him this summer. Him and his former director of scouting, now assistant coach, Jonathan Sapphire, are they're real into the analytics. They win at the margins, right? Which is, I think, in a game where often things come down to 2 or 3 possessions, that's a big deal. So I think that's kind of it. He's obviously very good at roster construction, criticism of this roster aside. And so, yeah, I mean, I kind of think that's it. What's interesting to me, guys, and I'm not just saying this because I'm on a Knoxville show. I tell people this all the time. It's fascinating that he has coaching heroes, and one of them is Rick Barnes, right? And I think it's because Todd appreciates consistency, and he appreciates not compromising the ideals of your program, which Rick will never do.
This I found very, very interesting, Neil. I want to get your take on the evolution of this guy. We were just talking yesterday with one of Rick Barnes' assistants on the show, Greg Polinsky, about Thomas Houck. And when you look at Ken Pom has his all-SEC team right now based on his ratings, 5 players, and somehow Thomas Houck's not in that top 5. And so just goes to show sometimes about all this quant stuff and really, sometimes I think the eye test matters more than we're giving it credit. Anyway, my question to you is, this guy has made quite an evolution, right? I mean, he, because now he's developed a 3-point shot that's consistent. And I mean, he just seems like a total weapon. That obviously was a strategy for Coach Golden this season, but I mean, was that something you guys were aware of in the off season, that was going to be kind of a priority?
Yeah, I think when Tommy went to get feedback from NBA scouts, they told him 2 things. They said, hey, we think you handle the ball really well, and we think you don't necessarily need to play as kind of an undersized 4. And then they also said you need to shoot the three more consistently for us to be right about that, right? and so, those improvements, they have started to show off. And I'm with you on that analytically. Like, there's nobody that looks at the SEC and credibly says Tommy Houck isn't one of the best 5 players in the league. Rick Barnes talked about it today. And he does everything on both ends of the floor. He's a bona fide All-American candidate and kind of I think a guy who, like, say, a Grant Williams, for a Tennessee example, or an Admiral Schofield, has gotten better every year he's been in the program. He's gone from a freshman who contributed and played a role to a junior who's an All-American candidate. That's when your program's doing things well.
I know we're only 2 games in here in the conference schedule, but going through things real quick, Kentucky 0-2, Auburn 0-2, Vandy, Arkansas, A&M, Mizzou, and Mississippi State all 2-0, just the way we all thought it would go after a week or so.
Yeah, look, the most surprising to me is Miss State because of just how woeful they were in the non-conference. I don't think what Bucky McMillan is doing is sustainable. That doesn't mean I don't think he's a great hire. I think A&M hit that one over the fence. But the roster build was weird, as a lot of these rosters are. I mean, Bucky had to go and get 12 players, right? And nobody stayed. So, like, if I were to look at this conference right now, I still think Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, or Florida wins this league. There's five teams that all can do it. And it's just a question of, with Vanderbilt, there are some issues in the front court in terms of, like, can they rebound against elite teams? Can they score in the front court against high-level teams? With Tennessee, what emerges beyond Gillespie to Mint, is what we've seen from Jalen Carey recently sustainable long-term? But Florida, do the guards play better? Everybody has questions. And I think people have said, well, I don't think the SEC is as good. And, well, of course they're not as good as a 14-bid league. I still think it's the best conference in America, guys.
So looking at tomorrow's game, Neil, what do you think? Give me one from each side. What do you think is like a vulnerability if you're seeing it when you look at Tennessee from the Florida side, and then conversely, what do you think Florida's biggest vulnerability is right now? And I'm going to put you on the spot and say you can't just say the perimeter shooting because that's almost too easy.
No, I love that. So with Florida, not being able to say the perimeter shooting, I think it's Alex Conman's ability to stay out of foul trouble. And I'll give you a great example. I think, at least I think it's a great example. Jalen Carey played really well at Florida last year. And one of the reasons he played really well was he has that low center of gravity, and he's crafty the way he moves in the post, and he got Condon into foul trouble. And Vanderbilt hung around in that game. Now, Walter Clayton Jr. didn't play, but they hung around largely because of Jalen Carey. So Alex has to stay on the floor, because I asked Rick Barnes at SEC Media Days what he thought. I said, is this the most versatile front court? I mean, forget Tennessee. Is it the most versatile front court you've ever had? And he said, I think it is. Now, Cade Phillips is injured now, but I still think that versatility rings true. And so they can kind of go haymaker for haymaker with the Florida front court. So the Tennessee question is, can they go on the road and take care of the basketball? Yep. Because a lot of the stuff they want to do to get Jacoby Gillespie open, that means Jacoby isn't taking care of the ball, right? Because you're running him off screens a lot. And so the onus is on Bishop Boswell, Nate Mint, those guys to make plays with the ball. And obviously Florida's a great defense. So Tennessee has to take care of the ball. For Florida, Condon has to stay on the floor.
Should be a big one tomorrow at the O'Connell Center, or what are they, Exactech now?
Yeah, Exactech. Nobody calls it that, but it's Exactech Arena.
All right, should be a good one between the Vols and Gators down there. Hey, Neil, before we let you out of here, I have to get your thoughts on the hire of John Sumrall down there. Of course, it's been early, no games played yet, but how's that hire been received, and what is the prognosis there as far as trying to get the Gators turned around?
You guys know how it goes, right? When the fans don't like the hire, and then very quickly they like the hire.
Talk themselves into it. Been there. Yep.
John has kept the 5 best players in the program in the program. Jaden Woods' news, I think, was particularly huge just because it's been a while since Florida has been able to keep a dominant defensive lineman on campus for more than a year or two. And the fact that he, maybe was going to transfer to Missouri or Texas and was in the league, it was a big deal. Jaden Baugh, I think optically was huge, but I would argue Jaden Woods is bigger from a football standpoint, just the way running backs are used now. It's going okay. As always at Florida, and like at Tennessee, you're as good as your next win or loss.
Neil, you there?
You guys got me?
Oh, yeah, you cut out for a second. We got you now.
I'm sorry. I was just saying at Florida, you're as good as your next win or loss. That was
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't have a quarterback, do you? Because that's been the hot topic around here that it seems like the quarterback situation around the country has been kind of an epidemic, and you guys lost Lagway as well.
Yeah, Florida. So Florida, Buster Faulkner brought his guy from Georgia Tech that backed up Haynes King, set every Georgia prep, broke every one of Eric Zier and Cam Newton's Georgia prep records. And all of that is to say that he's played very little meaningful college football. So we'll see what happens.
And Neil, I also wanted to ask you about baseball. I know baseball practice starts next week here in Knoxville. I know you're a big college baseball guy. What's the deal with Kevin O'Sullivan down there at Florida taking the leave? I understand he's back now, but is there anything insight you can share with us as far as what's going on with Florida baseball?
Well, Kevin had a family issue, and he stepped away. He's also, obviously he's returned now. I still think from a recruiting standpoint, the loss of Chuck Girolamo to Tennessee is a big deal, because I don't think Kevin recruits the way he did 10 years ago, where he was relentless and, he'd meet a kid at the airport after a visit to make sure he wasn't going somewhere else. And Girolamo had adopted a lot of that. So I think Tennessee got a steal there. I also think the Gators are going to be really good. I think it's the deepest roster Florida's had in probably 4 or 5 seasons. A lot of things depend on Liam Peterson at the top of that rotation, and if he can get out of his own head. But Sully should have a great team again as long as he can keep it on the straight and narrow.
All right. Well, can't wait for pitchers and catchers to report, and we can get this thing going again. Hey, Neil, really appreciate it, my man. Let folks know where your work can be read. I know you're Saturday Down South, and throw out your X handle as well for us.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm at NW Blackman on X, and you can read all my SEC basketball coverage of Saturday Down South and college baseball, SEC baseball coverage as well. And then, I pretty much write about Florida football, but please give me a follow if you want to know what's going on in games here.
Excellent. Appreciate it, man. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Neil.
Neil Blackman, one more time on the program. We got to take a quick time out. We'll open up the phone lines here for the final segment of hour number 2. Plenty of time and lines available if you want to hop in here. 865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show, 966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Hey, this is Russell Smith, and whenever somebody asks me for a barbecue recommendation, I always tell them to take the quick drive up I-75 and visit Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Rickard Ridge is about a 20-minute drive up I-75 from downtown Knoxville. Just take exit 134 in Caryville, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is tucked just inside Cove Lake State Park on your left. You can't miss it. Fall off the bone Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, fresh, juicy, hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has it all. And this ain't no Yankee chain store fly-by-night operation either. Owner Mark Rickard has spent years honing his smoking skills in Memphis, and his secret recipe and techniques have been driving East Tennessee wild for years. So make time to check him out. Rickard Ridge Barbecue inside Cove Lake State Park and online at rickardridgebbq.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Anything stand out from Neil Blackman? The game tomorrow?
Not really. I mean, he's got a pretty good handle of the way we see it too. Again, it's
like a guard play for them. Is it like just streaky? And if Fland and is it Xavier Lee?
Xavier Lee. Yeah.
Those guys are on, then they're going to be pretty tough.
And they've pretty much not been on all season. I mean, I think Lee's had one good game, but he brought up an interesting point, though. I didn't realize Alex Condon's so foul prone because he's pretty critical for them. He's a good distributor for a big guy, too. So
it's critical.
If we could get him in foul trouble, that would help. Because I'm telling you, I'm wondering who's guarding Thomas Houck. If that's Nate, that's got me worried. Got to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, if he's playing the three, I'll be interested to see how we do with our lineups. I don't think we're going to try and small ball them any, but Coach Russ would.
I'd roll with Amari
Coach
Evans
Russ
on Houck before I'd roll with Namath myself, but that's just me.
5-star recruit, former Georgia safety in the portal, Jonel Aguero, has named his top 5 schools, and Tennessee's one of them.
Interesting.
Guy started a lot of games, had a big game against us. Top 5 schools are Alabama, the U, Ole Miss, Mizzou, and Tennessee. Bring me all the DBs, man.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going after a bunch. That we aren't just settling for just – how many do we have now, 2?
Yes.
We got the Quay and was it Kayenly?
Yes. Did you guys see what Mark Pope said today?
Yes, I did. The whole thing?
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the quote. I spent a lot of time feeling like I'd like to curl up a bit and kill myself. End quote.
I mean, I kind of feel like it's cry for help.
That guy just exudes confidence.
Well, remember, this is what I was saying, was that the book on him is he's not thin-skinned with the media. He's thin-skinned about his own, abilities. This could be the beginning of a meltdown, man. This
KSR tweet's been deleted, apparently, where the full quote. There's no time for indulging or feeling. I spent a lot of time feeling like I'd like to curl up a bit and kill myself, but that's not what we do. We raise up and we get to work and we find answers, and that's actually where the great part of life comes. That's a really strange statement to make.
Bob, is there a world in where Mark Pope gets fired at the end of this year?
It's a good question. I would say anything's in bounds for them up there.
Like if they don't make the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. It'd be a shame because I actually do think he's a pretty good coach. I just think that, I was talking with Sam Beard about it before this show. It's a classic example. In a way, we're experiencing some of it with Heupel here. It's like, if Mark Pope had this kind of season in season 1 at Kentucky, I think he'd get some grace. But instead, he had a really good, unexpectedly good season at Kentucky in season 1.
Where did they end up last year in the tournament?
Sweet 16. We knocked them out.
Duh. So weird how quickly you forget what the last tournament was.
And we were sweating that game, man, because if you recall, they swept us in the regular season. So
we won the one that matters.
Exactly.
They are really going through it up there right now.
Yeah,
my heart goes out to them, man.
Yep.
That's a fellow SEC brother of ours that's
right.
down bad, and you always hate to see that.
Let's try to lift them up.
You want your brothers to do well in life. Who do they have tomorrow?
Good question.
Thought Basketball would know that off the top of his head.
Well, they're not ranked anymore, so I'm looking.
You only pay attention to relevant programs.
Yeah. They're not playing a conference game tomorrow.
Oh, they're playing a game?
I don't know. So they're not. They're off tomorrow.
Huh.
Nope, I'm wrong. They were at the bottom under an ad. They're hosting Mississippi State 8:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Unbeaten Mississippi State. Chris Jans.
Josh Hubbard and his 30 shots per game.
Dude, if they lose at home to Mississippi State.
Yeah.
He might get – I mean, that tells you all you need to know. Their game was listed last underneath the ad.
Well, it's chronological, though. But, yeah, it's not a good one for sure.
He wanted to curl up and kill himself after losing to
Mizzou. No kidding.
Do we need to keep an eye on him?
No kidding. And then
that guy some Prozac.
They got some potential wins in from them. They go to LSU next Wednesday, and then they come to Knoxville next Saturday.
Is it too early to go ahead and call that one a hashtag must-win game?
For who?
Yes.
Either side. It's another noon start next Saturday here in Knoxville.
I was thinking for us. We need to beat damn Kentucky, man.
No, I mean,
I'm tired of losing to them.
The pattern of Kentucky coming to Knoxville and winning is getting annoying.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's happened a lot lately.
Phil, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
What's up, Daddy?
What's up, Philly?
How you, Bob and Barbara, out now?
Doing well.
I enjoyed Big Josh's call. Sounds like
Big Josh is going. I mean, you talk about going through it. Like, I'm not accustomed to hearing Big Josh. I mean, he and Mark Pope sound like they've been hanging out together.
I've already put it. I'm resigning the fact that we're going to be making a coaching change in a year or two, and just this is watch it go off the railroad tracks.
Come on, Phil.
Damn, Phil too.
Well. I mean, what is their game plan with recruiting? I mean, they get some defensive players, but they need 3 times that more than they got committed.
Yeah, I hold you responsible for this, Bob.
How so?
Your whole woe is me routine on the show yesterday, you got Big Josh, you got Phil, and you got Mark Pope questioning whether or not he has the will to live.
Yeah.
Woe is me. It was just being a truth teller. That's all. It's just.
I'm just telling. I'm
Real
telling
talk.
the truth too. This is your fault.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What gets me is all these people calling in or dumb media saying that Joey Turnover is going to need to be our quarterback next year.
Somebody's got to take the snap from center, Phil. It's not going to be the scarecrow. It's not going to be the toothpick.
Did Bear say that Joey Turnover was better than Nico?
You can't do this. You can't call him Joey Turnover. The young man had a tumor in his arm. He had a cancer scare, Phil. He's got his arm is immobilized. It's in a sling. Kid bled for us last year. You can't get on here and call him Joey Turnover. I won't allow it.
Do you like losing to Vanderbilt?
I mean, when did you stop beating your wife?
Answer my question.
Answer mine. And get all hurt about it, get in your feelings.
Answer mine.
That's what I don't sound like that.
No, that's what he sounded like. On a horse's rear end. Well, he's in a mood today, wasn't he?
I mean, 7 months of that. If Joey comes back,
no thanks.
8 months, maybe a year.
Oh, he'd drag that out forever, dude. You know him.
I don't think I can do it. All right, so we got the kicker with the short shorts and the leg tattoo. G-Man Vols says we got a kicker with swag.
I love it.
Yeah, I heard, I guess it was on Tony today. Somebody was saying that this kid is he from Lexington originally? He said
yes,
but he's not a Kentucky fan. He's always said, I don't like them.
He's like, well,
but I want to be in the SEC, so let's rev it up. I saw some highlights of him. You know, kicking's one thing. You watch that body language afterward, and I mean, he kind of fancies himself as a killer, as a kicker.
Well,
I
love
it.
it.
I mean,
It stands in stark contrast to what I don't want to pile on poor Max Gilbert, but he wasn't exactly Captain Confidence out there.
He didn't look physically imposing. He looked very
wall-eyed at the Georgia game. He was looking around like he found out that, you know, the guy that wanted to beat his ass was there and waiting for him.
He hit the Cam Ward celly, too, after a long field goal against Miami.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, how do you say his name? What's his name again?
No, I want to hear you try it.
Renvier?
Renvier.
Renvier. It's French.
Is it really that? Like that?
It's VA. I think it's Renvier. Yeah.
Renvier.
Renvier.
You can say Renvier, but then you have to go after it if you're going to do it like that, Walker. That's the rules. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. 865-966-3435.
After he hits a field goal, it's like, sacre bleu.
966-3435, your number to get on board. If you've got thoughts on Tennessee basketball tomorrow, if you've got thoughts on the transfer portal, if you've got thoughts on the NFL playoffs tomorrow, we have 2 games.
If you just have thoughts.
If you got any thoughts, Bear? You got any thoughts? I mean, like, what were you thinking of when you woke up this morning?
It hurts. Everything hurts. My back.
What you been thinking about today? Non-sports. Anything?
Oh, non-sports?
Apparently, we've got a fan-run field trip to a casino tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going to that. You know I'm about gambling. It's the one vice I don't have. Can't have them all, buddy.
Bob, are you going?
No.
You think Bob's going to get away on a Saturday during basketball season? He's going to willingly go somewhere?
I mean, they do have a sports book there. That's
Super wild
kind of
card
attractive. But
are they going Cherokee?
I would assume, yeah.
I mean, the way some of those guys might be hopping on a bird to Vegas. some of the high rollers out there. I was so mad last night. I hit I won't give it away for free, but the service I bet on had a 30% profit boost for I had Ole Miss on the money line. Thought it was going to hit.
Should have done the over.
Miami did everything possible not to cover 3 points last night. It was tough.
Went ahead and took Indiana minus 3.5 this morning, and I already hate myself for it.
Oh,
stupid.
I'm right there with you.
So I just saw a tweet about – let's see if I can find this for you. Nope. Not going to cooperate. Let's see if I can go off the top of my head. The running back situation for Oregon is very tenuous. Apparently, they're all beat up.
Yeah, they got defensive players filling in.
It's never a good sign.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's another thing you're going to have to contend with in the portal area. When you got teams playing 15 or 16 games, it's going to be somewhat of a war of attrition.
True.
That, and you've got – I know that I've seen Oregon players hit the portal already.
I mean, think about – like if we were in a situation and we're playing tonight for a spot in the Natty and Bishop is hurt and it's like, I can't even remember who was the freshman from the mid-state we played this year.
Dwan Morris.
And like Morris is our guy.
I mean, what do you mean?
Feature back.
We dealt with it last year when we went to play Ohio State. Guys that hit the portal, we had no competitive depth. We had some injuries, and that's how we ended up with William Wright and who else played in that game last year?
Did Wright play? I know we played Sampson got hurt earlier, and it was a lot of Bishop, but we were behind, so we were having to throw in. I mean, it didn't matter. Yeah. They're going to steamroll us anyway. But we had all the receivers had left, and Braylon Staley, who hadn't played at all, played a lot that game. I feel like our DBs were out there. They were just getting cooked. They were getting cooked, man. It's pretty cool that Tim Banks, one of his lasting impressions here is going to be he looked at Andre Turrentine and Farouk and said, yeah, we don't need Jacoby Thomas. We'll be good.
I've heard it was a pretty insignificant amount of money as well.
All right, stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up next year on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The voluntary reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the Vols as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair wants to make sure your vehicle is as ready as you are. The last thing you want to do is spend your time on the side of the road waiting on a tow truck. No. Schedule an appointment at Matlock Tire to have your vehicle checked out before you go. Tires and batteries, belts and hoses, fluids and filters, even the AC. Visit Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair in Lenoir City, Athens, Maryville, and Kingston Pike in West Knoxville. Schedule your appointment online at MatlockTireService.com. Matlock Tire, keeping you on the road since 1953.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement. We've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Friday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to The Drive as we get this weekend kicked off. Congratulations, you have made it.
The weekend.
Thought it would never get here.
So it was a good first full week back after the holidays, I feel like. If we stick
Yeah,
the
but
landing.
we've earned this. I was telling the boys out in the lobby during the break, like, I just love this time of year with football on just about every night, just chilling. Oh, we still got our Christmas tree up. You know, I'm just kind of in my sweatpants on the couch, just vegging, watching ball, doom scrolling on the phone. I mean, it's really healthy, productive use of my time, but I like it. What can I say? So looking forward to doing some of that tonight. Walker, what you got?
At number 1, while Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar hopes for an NCAA waiver to grant him an additional season, a judge has scheduled a meeting between the parties that could impact the player's future with the Vols. On January 12th, Judge William Campbell, NCAA attorneys and lawyers representing Aguilar, and other players will hold a conference call for an unknown reason. The transfer portal closes on January 16th.
So, maybe good news for Joey. It's another, again, the roller coaster nature of this stuff. Yesterday, it's all Sam Levitt. Today, it's all Joey Aguilar. DJ Lagway's still out there. A story earlier today that he committed to Baylor. Apparently, he is not signed anything.
He's still talking.
Still going to take visits, right?
Still talking to schools is what I heard.
Yeah, and Ole Miss, we talked about Deuce Knight earlier. He's being crystal balled to Ole Miss. He hasn't committed there. But.
Gun to your head, Lagway or Raiola?
Oh, Lagway. That's not it. That's a standing up meeting is what we would call that. That's
a standing up meeting. I like that.
Let me just say, the lows of DJ Lagway were so much lower than Dylan Raiola.
Walker. I mean, you want to talk about a turnover machine.
Like, think about some of those
turnover,
bad
Phil.
games from Lagway this year. Then he had a 5-interception game at one point this year, or at least 4.
Yeah, he's got more turnovers than Baker, didn't he?
It was bad.
More turnover than Arby's.
Yeah, he had some stinkers. I don't know if that's as much of a no-brainer as you think it is.
I think that whole thing in Florida was a mess, man. I mean, that's what contributed to it.
Maybe.
Think about how he finished out last season. He was pretty good, as I recall.
It's a lot of up and down. I don't know. It's a question I think about a little more. At number 2, number 21, Tennessee basketball has a massive game this weekend on the road at the Florida Gators. The matchup is scheduled for Saturday at noon and will be showing on ESPN. The Gators are a 5.5-point favorite.
5.5?
If Florida opened at 3.5-point favorite.
Oh, it's tempting. Tempting to bet on the Vols.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Nope.
Nope, won't do it.
Can't
Shouldn't do it.
I don't bet on I can't bet on the Vols. Can't do it.
I hit a nice payday on the emotional hedge when I took Arkansas on the money line last weekend.
Exactly.
You can bet on
bet
anybody. You just got to
against them.
take the emotion out of it.
I'll bet against them. I won't.
You won't bet on them.
I won't bet on them. I can't have both my emotions and my money on the line. That's too much.
Bob, give me the official Baskerville pick. Vols Gators tomorrow. Who you got?
I'm just going on past history. I think I got to go with Florida. I don't want that to happen, man. I hope I'm wrong. That's what I'm trying to do.
Last time we beat him down there.
Was it the year Grant?
So I was going to say,
doing
has
the
it been
Gator
that
chop?
long?
Didn't Folky get him down there once?
I thought Folky got him
I
down.
don't know. Maybe. I
We
can't
didn't
recall.
play. Remember, with some weird quirk in the schedule, they had to come up here for a couple of years without us. It seemed like we didn't have to go to Gainesville when we should have.
I believe that is correct.
At number 3, former Vol James Pierce Jr. has been awarded the NFL Rookie of the Month for December after recording 5.5 sacks to close out the year. He finished 2025 with 10.5 sacks, the most by a rookie since Micah Parsons in 2021.
Beat them in Florida in 2019. So, yeah, that would have been the – did Grant curse us with the Gator chomp? Did he tempt the wrath of the whatever high atop the thing? And that would be our last win in Gainesville for many years.
It might very well might be.
Going on 7 years now.
I got confidence.
I'm sorry, Walker. What? I just totally ruined your thing. What was it?
It was about James Pierce Jr. Won NFL NFL Rookie of the Month for December. Had 5.5 sacks and finished the year with 10.5 sacks, the most since Micah Parsons as a rookie.
He's unbelievable.
Much better than I was expecting, honestly, for his rookie year. I just think the way things went here his last year, it kind of soured me on him a little bit. But he had a good year at Atlanta.
I don't know. I mean, his last year here. I mean, they can say what they want. I mean, he was getting double. He was getting double teamed most of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought he was. Like that,
really well.
the game against Florida, I recall him being just a force, and then was it Bama or was it just Florida? I mean, there were a couple of times like if you didn't double him, he was borderline unblockable at times last year.
Oh yeah, he was
still
a
appears
monster.
to be almost.
That's why I was
unblockable at times.
disappointed. Jordan Ross, I saw where he signed with LSU today, and I thought that he might take the similar jump. Remember, Pierce didn't do anything his first year, flashed a little bit in his second year, and then blossomed in his third year, and then he left.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like Jordan Ross was on the same trajectory where he didn't do much the first year, flashed this season. I feel like if he stuck around, he could have been a force next year. He might still be just going to do it in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. He just hit the he just declared for the draft.
Do what?
Our other defensive end.
Josephs?
Yeah, just Josephs.
There you go.
His eligibility's up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he kind of falls.
Well, we had such a great run there. I'll give Banks credit, and certainly Rodney Garner deserves it as well. But we had a great run of, I called it edge rusher U at one point. But all those guys are going. We got, it's Christian Gass right now.
That's true.
Well, and the interior D line. I mean, both those guys, Lott and Amari are both playing in the NFL. One of them got hurt. Was out for the year. But
At number 4, quarterback Damon Williams Jr. is returning to Washington in 2026. His decision concludes a frenetic 48 hours in which Williams announced his intent to transfer just days after signing a contract with the school that sources indicated was for about $4 million, or the mid $4 million range. Sources at Washington made it clear to ESPN that the university was pursuing legal options to enforce Williams' contract before he changed his mind.
Is that an awkward first team meeting with Damon Williams, who I presume is going to be a team leader next year? Hey, guys, sorry about the whole abandoning you thing for about 48 hours. Didn't mean it.
I'm back.
We all good?
Well, I mean, that's what Fish and his comment. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do. Went back his.
Did his agent drop him or something?
He did. Court for philosophical differences, the Post said.
So was it because he did all this to begin with, or because he wouldn't follow through on it and take the bag?
I think it was probably the leaving part, not taking the bag.
Yeah, because he had a normal agent.
So will the agent take him back now?
I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not. It's a weird situation.
Is that how the guy that was hooked up with Nico allegedly was involved?
Yeah, Cordell Landers. But
yeah, if that guy's involved, all bets are off. I mean, I could see why somebody who's like, just some normal sports agent, respectable agent.
Did we talk about Shannon Terry body bagging him on X a day or two ago? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Heard about it.
Cordell Landers, he was tweeting at Pete Thamel and said, "You on three jerks," or whatever. And Shannon Terry quote tweeted, said, "Pete Thamel doesn't work for On Three, dumbass." You're talking about Pete Nakos.
That's awesome. And at number 5, 100 skulls and mummified body parts were found in a Pennsylvania grave robbery case. Bones
and all these dead bodies. I feel like there's been
what's
a
going
grotesque theme this week, Walker.
This is what the story that came across my desk was. This is the best story I saw on my desk
today. An elevated horror with Walker Smith.
I mean,
news of the macabre.
Oh, just wait. Bones and skulls visible in the backseat of a car near an abandoned cemetery on Philadelphia's outskirts led the police to a basement filled with body parts, which authorities say were hoarded by a man now accused of stealing about 100 sets of human remains. Officers say Tuesday night's arrest culminated a months-long investigation into break-ins at Mount Moriah Cemetery, where at least 26 mausoleums and vaults had been forced open since early November.
Dang. I mean, that would suck. Just sitting there chilling in your mausoleum for eternity, slowly turning to dust. And all of a sudden, here comes Psycho Boy with his crowbar. I'm going to take your bones home and stick them in my basement. I've been having a lot of dark thoughts this week, especially because of your little story yesterday about being buried alive. And, I was thinking about what I want my final deal to be. And I was thinking, maybe that body farm isn't so bad. Get to sit in a car, some fresh air, surrounded by other people who share your condition in the great outdoors of East Tennessee. But then, I don't know, maybe this psycho comes and takes my body back to his place to do Lord knows what with it.
I mean, he was just hoarding them. Just storing them away.
For what?
Nothing. He's a hoarder.
So matter of fact.
That's what the story said.
Just hoarding them.
They didn't say he was doing anything
I thought
with
this
them.
was America.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you told me I was going to Southeast Asia.
Bob, what are you doing?
So
cremation or burying?
I haven't really thought about it.
I mean, you don't have a will?
I have a will, but I don't know if we've talked about what my wishes were there as far as...
I thought that was like one of the first lines in the will.
No, for the first lines are...
Where's my money go?
who gets what? At least. I think I would do traditional burial.
I've never liked that. But then, like the Walker story yesterday, the thought of waking up in the oven, kind of that's not good.
No.
So I don't know, man.
Well, just don't have a doctor declare you dead over the phone.
I'll try and keep that in mind as I'm bleeding out on the side of the road or whatever happens. Like my last thoughts, like make it a real doctor. Don't do this over the phone. The drive taking another dark turn. off the top of the 5 o'clock hour here on Fan Run Radio. That is the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by, Smoky Mountain Brewery, where we will be. Is that Matt Zenitz?
Yep.
Tuesday, come on out and see us as we get set for Tennessee and Texas A&M Tuesday night at Smoky Mountain Brewery in Turkey Creek, a special 5-hour encore broadcast starting with the playbook. William Pattison and the crew will be there from 1 to 3, the drive from 3 to 6. Come on out, have a cold Mountain Light, have a cold Cherokee Red, have whatever you want to have. We'd love to see you Tuesday out there at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Let's go to the Fan Run breaking news desk.
I didn't like the oh boy I heard from you right before that.
Matt Zenit, CBS Sports reports Tennessee plans to bring in Missouri transfer quarterback Bo Pribula for a visit.
I don't want to have to try and pronounce that kid's name for the next year.
Pribula?
We're going down the list. We're bringing Pribula before Raiola.
I would take him instead of Raiola.
I would too.
Yeah.
I think it's
you guys are just hating.
I think Pribula is a pretty good secondary or third option.
Yeah,
I mean
it would make you wonder, like GBO Kyle Beach said, if they're going after him, there's a good chance that GMAC could be in the starting conversation as well next year. So maybe it's just playing defense. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched them play one game that I can recall off the top of my head. Well, no, I watched them play against Vandy too. But they played South Carolina at home early in the season, and he was not impressive at all. Like, just very inaccurate with the ball.
Here's his top line numbers: 1,900 yards passing, 11 TDs against 9 interceptions, QBR 66.7. He is a little more mobile. I think he had like 5 rushing TDs.
He's a big, thick runner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He also was hurt the back half of the year. I believe he got hurt in that Vanderbilt game or early in it, and then missed a lot of those last 3 or 4 games at the end of the year.
In the live chat, Kicked in the Vols said, look forward to Phil calling him Bo Parabola.
Oh, Bo Pribula.
Presbaluya.
Yeah. I'd say as an insurance policy, I'd be interested in that, but beyond that, I don't know.
Speaking of Phil, can we all agree that we would much rather have Joey than Bo Pribula?
Yeah.
I'd rather have Joey. I'm on board with that.
We just watched the two play in the same conference the same year. Like, Joey was clearly better, at least when he was really healthy.
All right.
Yeah, he had 6 rushing TDs, 300 yards rushing. So a little more dual threat, but again, that 11 touchdowns versus 9 picks. I mean, I know they were a ground-heavy team this year with Ahmad Hardy, but still, I'm not wowed by that.
I don't think any of us are. So if you're just joining us, the latest on the quarterback hunt, Sam Leavitt has left town. He is reportedly headed to Miami for a visit, which, again, I think we can all agree. I mean, it maybe not a death. It's not great.
No.
If you want him. If you're in the camp that doesn't want him for whatever reason, then I guess it's great news. But
had dinner at Heupel's house last night.
What do you think they had?
I don't know.
Think Heupel cooks?
A lot of Doritos.
A lot of Doritos?
I don't know. That just
Heupel strikes you as a Dorito guy?
We've talked.
That was
a cheap shot.
That was cheap.
Doritos are delicious.
They are. I've had a lot this week.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Just kind of feel like I know what you were going at with the Dorito.
You were insinuating a little bit.
Yeah.
What the
Personal appearance is not show fodder.
Who doesn't like
a
snacks,
sneaky way
man?
to.
It's the way you chuckled and me and Walker being closer to Josh Heupel's size and shape.
I was just like, do you think they ordered in?
Guys.
Do you think Dawn cooked?
They probably catered, is my guess, right? Maybe somebody came in and cooked for them, or I don't know.
I mean, you're wanting to impress.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, hon, can you run out to Wendy's, grab a couple of hamburgers?
But I think that's a good sign from on a serious note, from the standpoint of, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, I'm going to lay back at the hotel tonight. You know, it's like he wanted to spend time with them. So that's good.
Agreed. I mean, it sounds like he is very seriously considering.
Had breakfast with Halsey this morning is what they said, too.
Hardee's Biscuits?
Yeah, I don't know where that was. That could have been anywhere.
Scrambled Jakes?
Scrambled Jakes. I don't know. They better have held a
I haven't
table.
been there in a minute.
865-966-3435, your phone number if you want to get up with us here. We'll go open lines the rest of the way. What do you make of this quarterback drama for Tennessee? Do you have I mean, it's bizarre. When this thing opened a week ago today, I thought for sure that we would have some sort of direction, if not an out-and-out signee by this point.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like the situation is any clearer. I mean, you've had a bunch of names go off the list, but as we go into the weekend, I mean, let's just go through it. You got Leavitt is out there. You got Joey. You've got Pribula coming in for a visit now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've still got Raiola, who Bear says is a non-starter.
It's not just been a non-starter
a literal
for you,
non-starter.
Bob.
What's that again? I'm sorry.
Raiola non-starter.
Yes, he feels like a nut job to me. That's all.
So 3, 4. Let us know if there's something we're missing. I mean, you got McIntyre, and you think if Pribula were the guy that he would be coming in as more of a competition with the other three.
I think so.
Which surely he would win just based off experience, but
kind of like the competition we had this last summer. You know, I mean, maybe Josh has to say that, but
yeah. Quick timeout. You're listening to The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. More of your phone calls, your texts coming up when we continue right after this.
The Drive.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
They got a lot of nice girls.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Russell, Bob, and Bear doing the thing. We got Walker Smith here with us, no relation, hanging out in the White Claw Hard Seltzer studios of Fan Run Radio. Vol in Birmingham on Twitter says, at this point, can we not just offer the $3 to $5 million in quarterback money to the judge ruling on the Joey case?
I don't know if we want to commit any
Are we
federal
ready
felonies.
to bribe?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
felony bribery charges.
That's all we need is Heupel in prison next year.
I would expect Heupel could do it without getting caught. Pruitt wouldn't. He get caught on camera. Hey, Judge.
How do you think Pruitt would do in prison?
Probably pretty good.
Cornbread.
Think Pruitt can fight?
I mean, he's crazy looking.
A former D1 football player. He did drive over to Mark Richt's house wanting to fight that night, allegedly.
Yeah, he did.
It's a little bit different, though, when you're in prison and you're surrounded by a bunch
Fight
of
for
guys
your
with
life.
neck tattoos.
Yeah. If you're new to the yard, they've been just sitting there working out.
Kyle Beach on the YouTube chat says, have you ever had the Dorito casserole? It's to die for.
No. I can't say that
Sounds
I have.
good. I love me some Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell.
Speaking of that, we did this last summer on my old show. We did a taste test thing of all the Doritos. You know, we're filling Showtime in the summer, which tends to happen, silly season and all. Have you had the late night taco Doritos? That's what they're called, late night taco flavored.
At Taco Bell?
No. Just a bag of Doritos.
Late night
taco flavored Doritos.
I haven't. Good.
Is it similar to they
Get on
brought
board.
back that old school taco flavor?
They're better. They're a little stronger than the original. And I like the original too.
Yeah, they used to have taco flavored Doritos. When we were
Those
kids.
they're the best. The best.
Ben Sherman says Sam is waiting for Dante Moore to say he's going pro, and that's been the speculation all along. And you know, it's interesting of these quarterbacks choosing where they want to end up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Levitt is the number one overall player in the portal according to On3. Now, who knows how the coaches at the individual schools view it, but clearly he has options. Doesn't seem in a hurry.
Taking his time.
Took an extra day here. Now he goes to Miami. I do wonder if Oregon loses tonight and Dante Moore declares for the draft. Like, it does feel like it would not be a surprise at all to just wake up one morning and be Levitt. Yeah, he's gone to Oregon.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Gentry Williams earlier? Did I not hear
Not
that?
not in depth. Yeah, I
His
mentioned
name
him.
came up.
You like that one?
Yeah, everything I'm reading, it sounds like he enjoyed the visit and everything else. So be fortifying that defensive backfield.
He's the guy, fifth-year guy from Oklahoma, right?
Correct.
Little bit undersized, but played a lot of ball for them, made a lot of plays.
Yep.
Got hurt this year. I think he had a shoulder injury that he had to have operated on, but presumably would be good to go next year. I mean, look, we're going to have a lot of new faces in the secondary. I think you've already got commitments from Quay Moss and Kayan Lee that you're probably pretty safe penciling in as starters. I think that guy would at the very least be penciled in as a depth piece.
You've got DeJuan Lane, the two Penn State kids on campus right now, Amari Campbell, linebacker, DeJuan Lane, safety. So try and flip over this defense, and then you've got Chaz Coleman out there lingering.
That we may get an in-home with him.
Yes.
And we got Xavier Gilliam recruiting him now, basically.
Yeah, Gilliam had something, was it on Twitter or Instaface or whatever? Hey, need my boys to come here with me.
Yeah, basically tweeting at all of the Penn State guys that we want really bad.
And they responded.
Some of them did.
Right?
That's how we learned about Amari's visit today, is that he said he would be here the next day.
Wonder how that's gone today. He's the adjuster, right?
That is the adjuster.
That is the adjuster. He needs a business card. On the text box, DR Vol said, "Why is Bob out on Dylan Raiola just because he's a nut job?" And then he says he works with Bear every day and still shows up.
It's a good point.
Well, first of all, DR Vol, kiss my ass.
Whoa.
Number two, you can pucker up right behind him, Bob, for reading it. That was terrible.
Wow.
That was ugly.
It's not a good way to go into the
Going to
weekend.
let the hate cannon fly right before the weekend here?
Hey, you going to bring that up right before the weekend, Bob? Read that out. You don't have to read them all, Bob.
I don't.
You don't have to read them all. You have to read the mean ones.
I didn't read the Emmett Otter
Here's
one.
Here's a new one. News flash for you. D'Arval, kind of a jerk and a troll.
Not nice. Why do you have to call names?
Is he not a troll? D'Arval, you're going to sit here and argue with.
Why are you lowering yourself to his level? You're a show host. He's the caller. You're the one.
I get tired of it. He's a clown because you all read his stuff constantly. Oh, you're so funny.
Come on, you don't have to do the derisive voice. You're teetering on the edge of a meltdown right
I'm not
now. Hold
melting
it
down.
together.
I'm holding it together.
Hold it together.
This pushes me towards the meltdown is when you start all the hold it together crap.
Just stay calm. You can do
this.
You're only 30 minutes away.
Yeah. I'll just start reading all the ones that I see that are not really nice about you
Behave
guys.
yourself.
And they're not nice.
Bob, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think Dylan Raiola is probably going to look for a team with red and white colors.
I kind of hope we get Raiola just so I can watch you guys squirm.
If Raiola dropped the Patrick Mahomes thing, I'd be a lot more.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What was his big injury? Did he break his leg or did he?
Raiola? Did he have an injury?
I don't know if he did.
Injury.
No.
Yeah, I think he had a broken fibula.
Oh, when did that happen?
Like in the middle of their season, I think.
Yeah.
Bofibula.
Bofibula. There we go.
There we go.
Dylan Ray fibula. Fibula. 865-966-3435, your phone number. You want to get on the show this afternoon, give us a ring, 966-3435. Titans going to interview Mike McDaniel.
He's a good offensive coach.
So were there also Jesse Minter and some, I don't know. I saw Minter. I definitely saw Minter's name.
Is this the new thing? I mean, I remember when you used to interview 5 guys, right? And you'd have to satisfy the Rooney Rule, so you'd have to interview at least one minority candidate. Now it feels like teams just interview everyone. And it's a fact-finding, like some of you're not going to hire this guy. Like Jason Garrett. The Titans not going to hire Jason Garrett.
Hell no.
They interviewed him.
They better not hire him.
But the thing I saw was like it might just be a thing where they wanted to pick his mind because he's on these Sunday night telecasts. He gets to interview a lot of coaches. Just find out what you can find out. You'd never have too much information. But, I mean, the Titans have requested to speak to at least a dozen coaches, if not 15 or 20.
Overheard John was talking about supposedly John Harbaugh's for prospective employers. He's got a pretty substantial asking price.
I mean, I would too. He's the top coach on this market. Like,
did you see the side-by-side comparison of his resume with Mike Holmgren? Not Holmgren.
McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy?
No.
Is it identical?
Pretty darn close.
They both won a Super Bowl.
They both
right?
had one Super Bowl. Like the winning percentage was about the same. Playoff wins about the same.
I'm telling you, man, I told you back at the beginning, McCarthy suit me just fine being the coach of the Titans. All that dude does is live in the playoffs. I mean, you're relevant every year.
Now we're starting to get some on the live chats. Somebody said, what about Malachi Nelson? Yeah, maybe we should bring in Jaden Rashida for a visit as well.
You don't want Jaden Rashada.
Oh, I know. I mean,
you don't want Jaden Rashada.
I think that's the point. I think everybody's like,
it
is Rashada.
Isn't he still suing Florida?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Think
All I know is
so.
he spent this last year at Sacramento State.
But I thought he was entering the portal,
He
which
is.
I don't care. But
And I came across a crazy rumor of a name this morning. Surely we wouldn't.
Let's do it. Hit me. What you got?
Taven Jackson.
I saw that too. He's
you?
out there.
He is out there.
He knows the system.
How weird would that be?
Bring him home.
In this era, not so weird. I mean, it's crazy we're even talking about it, but I mean, anything goes, man.
Yeah, it's lawless. There's no loyalty.
He did not. Was he even the starter? I feel like he was beaten out at UCF.
He was the starter for a while. I think he lost the job at the end of the season.
He was a good kid when he was here.
Yeah, he's a great kid. Good family.
Who is it? Dale Davis was his dad?
Dale Davis is his, yeah.
Did he go to Indiana for a minute?
He did. Played for one season there.
Is that pre-Signetti?
He got squeezed when Signetti came. Signetti was like, I got Curtis Rourke coming, you're done.
That would be odd.
Yeah, I feel like we can do better than that. Maybe Bo Prabula is the answer.
Russ, what plan do you think Josh Heupel is on now? You said he had a lot of different plans.
I think they're still,
Which one are we
still
on?
open.
Well, we don't know what Plan A was. This is the thing that frustrates people about Heupel so much is like you don't know what's going on in his mind. Even when you ask him, he's not going to tell you. So I don't know. What do you guys think Plan A was?
Plan A was either Hoover or
Sorsby,
or it's Aguilar, and he's just holding out for Plan A and preparing other stuff.
Yeah, Signetti snaked him on Hoover.
Yeah, I think Hoover was the number one option for him, especially with the rumors back when we lost Nico.
GBO Kyle Beach reminds us, and he is right. He says, I know it's definitely happened in college basketball where a player transfers away to a team and then transfers back a year later. Michi Johnson.
Yeah.
He's done it repeatedly.
He went Ohio State to South Carolina, back to Ohio State, and now he's back at South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep.
He somehow got one more year of eligibility.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's taken us this long to get to this question. We almost went the whole show without bringing it up. That was definitely pass interference on that last play last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And the mental gymnastics,
it was so
whatever the hell it was, Fowler said.
It was
Bob
so dismissed, right? It was like,
I didn't even realize. Like I turned that off like as soon as the game was over, and then I was scrolling a little bit in bed, and then I saw it. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, that was pass interference.
Well, the guys, that was why somebody said so. We were watching the game. They're like, well, there's a flag. They'll have it first and goal at the 1.
That's in the NFL, right? It was
no, it's in college too now.
Oh, if it's in the end zone, it is.
I don't know. McClure said it. He saw him holding him, and he basically was horse collaring him. It wasn't hand fighting. He had his hands. He was holding him.
You can't call that in that situation. People kill me.
Yeah, is it a rule or not?
The same people, they'll let them play in basketball. Oh yeah, let them play. Like, so we're just going to disregard the rules for this one game?
Yeah,
but it's the last play of the game, so the rules don't matter. Like,
I can go tackle that guy.
So why didn't Ole Miss just play with 15 guys on the field that play?
Yeah,
it's a play. The penalty happened. You got to throw the flag.
And in that situation, I think you should throw it. Absolutely. There's no more critical moment.
It's critical.
Than that. It's the ultimate play.
Absolutely.
Their season's over, and they kind of got screwed a little bit. They got screwed out of their shot.
You're not going to get that call.
Well, why not?
You can't throw the flag on that play.
It's the last play. You got to let the players decide.
Something wrong with your arm?
Let the players decide it? Wait, just give me swords and let's have a duel in the middle of the field. What the hell are you talking about? Let the players decide it. We're playing football. There was a foul committed. You got to throw the flag. Oh, I would be so mad. I am kind of mad. It might have cost me money, man.
It probably definitely cost you money. I don't know. I think what hurt them more was
they had
running back being
running game.
Yeah, he had some. I mean, that kid.
And this is the thing, like Cristobal, all the goofy stuff that guy does, they dominated that game. Like Ole Miss could not stop the run, could not run the ball,
and they just kept throwing it in the second half.
Well, I mean, which is, yeah, they should have. That should not have even been a game.
No.
And the Miami defense dropped 3 different interceptions, like balls that the 4 of us would have caught some of those.
They also weren't calling holding. I mean, it looked like a Birmingham special crew out there. The guys that just don't know what holding is in football.
Let's get Jamie in here. Jamie, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Yeah, I saw what you guys saw. A lot of holding. I saw that grab on the last pass, and I was like, you, Russ. I'm like, I don't understand this. It's like in basketball, too, when they talk about, it's a soft whistle or they're letting them play. I'm like, I don't understand it, guys. Is there a rule book or is there not? It's not open for interpretation, or is it? I don't get it. And I'm like you, Russ. I guess we both had Ole Miss plus 3.5.
I had the money line.
Oh, the money line. Well, I was going to say at plus 3.5. I had a scenario in my head all worked out. I was like, well, if they just hold Miami, if they can get them to score as the clock is expiring, they won't get to kick the extra point, and I'll cover. But about 12 seconds too much time on the clock, money line, man, you bold. Look good there for a minute.
Go big or go home. That's what I say.
I feel you, brother. Speaking of money line, you want money line in Oregon?
I am not. I've got Indiana and the points.
Okay. I took the over. I hammered the over big, and I hit the over last night too. It didn't look like it was going to, but a lot of scoring there to Fof. The North Texas quarterback. If we can go talk to him, see if he wants to go play big time football. Maker?
He's already committed and signed with Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he followed his coach to Oak State.
Oh, okay.
That was Davy's guy, though. He told us about him early. Drew Mestamaker.
That was Davy's plan.
Yeah. Yeah, and when Davey mentioned him, I watched him in the bowl game. I mean, he looked good. He didn't look dynamic or crazy, something that's just going to come in here and win a Heisman, but he looked like, you put him in a quarterback soft offense like Heupel's, man, you get something out of it. But, oh, well, interesting time, man. I sitting back wondering if we had anybody commit today. I saw we got a Penn State defensive lineman earlier this morning on Twitter. Nothing's happened since then, I assume.
Well, we got a deep snapper.
Hey, that's something.
It's very important.
I mean,
you got to have one.
We're not paying for deep snappers, are we?
No,
probably
not. No,
he gets. I bet he gets some. Wouldn't imagine it. I don't know how that works with the revenue sharing. Is everybody on the team going to make a little bit?
Can we go to the Fan Run breaking news?
We absolutely have to.
Desk real quick.
We absolutely have
to. Lane Kiffin, 13 minutes ago on Twitter, posting just a picture of the inside arrival terminal of the Knoxville airport.
What the hell?
Lane Kiffin in town?
Lane Kiffin's in
Why?
town.
What are the big local recruits? Who are the recruits over at Catholic right now, Bear? I know y'all got one or two.
Well, I mean, they're already.
I know there's some coming up. They got a quarterback over there.
It's got to be some 2027 guys.
I have no clue.
Is he trying to intercept?
I wonder if he's here to pick up Levitt.
I was going to say,
Levitt ain't flying commercial, I would imagine.
I was going to say maybe he's trying to intercept Levitt before his flight, just to say,
he's meeting
take
halfway.
me back, man.
Well, wait a minute. This is a picture of the main terminal, right? if Kiffin's flying up here, he's flying on some booster's jet, right? Did Kiffin just fly here on American?
No, but dude, he might have. I mean, the private jets are right next door. He might have just then.
You don't come in the
over.
terminal.
Yeah.
You don't go in the terminal, though.
No, I know. Okay, what I'm saying is, for all we know, if he knew like Levitt's flight plans, if Levitt was just flying a regular airline down to Miami, because there are direct flights from Knoxville to Miami.
Imagine flying into Knoxville from Atlanta and Lane Kiffin's on your plane.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I wouldn't put anything past the guy. I'll tell you that. Who knows? Or it may not be anything. This might be.
No, he had to unless he didn't take the picture and he's just posting it.
Yeah, that's
which is entirely possible.
Yep.
But because he's
Russ, why don't we?
He's on the TSA. He's still on the TSA side of it. It looks like.
I thought you were going to say he's on the no-fly list.
Well, no, you can't get to where this picture was taken unless you're flown into the airport or you're ticketed out.
Get Mustard Tosser on the phone and find out. We got to get to the bottom of this.
I'll tell you
That's what I was going to say, Bob. How come the drive doesn't have an inside guy at McGee Tyson?
Be a good idea.
That's more the Talk Sports guy's area of expertise.
It was fun times watching tail numbers and stuff. We may be closer to that than people think if we don't get this quarterback sitch fixed. But Bob, on the way out, y'all were talking something before y'all came to me about or Russ was talking about how the NFL used to have the Rooney Rule had to interview a minority. And I wanted to ask your opinion. What do you think? How do you think that would be in an industry, say that you were in, where the owners or somebody comes to your office and say, your default reset is that you're racist and that you have to, we'll make you do something so that to help you not be so racist. And I just never have understood how those owners took that insult like that. Like, so we're not hiring minorities because we're all racist, huh?
Well, the owners are one thing. What about the candidates?
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing I always feel like when you go into a job interview and you know that they're going to hire Mike McCarthy and you're some, black up-and-coming assistant coordinator somewhere, and you know that you're only being hired to satisfy, to check a box and satisfy a rule. I mean, I feel like that would be so insulting.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I worked for companies that trusted us and said, we trust you're going to hire the best prospect, no matter what their race, their gender, whatever any of that stuff. They left that alone to a certain degree.
Yeah, I've never known any other industry to do that, and it's weird. It's like, you don't think that I'm going to go out here and hire the best guy to make me the most amount of money? I need you to come in and help me do that?
Yeah.
I just never have understood it, and I can't believe it's still a thing. I just wish somebody'd stand up and be like, how insulting, like you said, Russ, to everybody involved. I mean, all it does is water down, like whenever somebody does get a job, it leaves that little crack in the door, like, well, did you get it on merit or did you not?
Well, I understand, like, when you talk about, like, any other industry, like, pilots is the one, surgeons, whatever people throw out there, like, that's another conversation. I do get it from the standpoint of, you had a league where, I don't know what 75, 80% of the players are black and 100% of the coaches are white. It's like, okay, like, you got to do something to shake that up. I don't know if still a problem, maybe, but it's the old equality of opportunity versus equality of outcome debate, and you're looking for the former, not the latter.
You definitely are. Yeah. You definitely are.
Should be.
All right, I'll get out of the way, but now that I've stirred the pot a little bit on the way out, I'll throw a little bit more gas on it. I'm experiencing that. It's like right now at Pittsburgh. It's like you think anybody else could have done what he's done for 19 years and not get canned? Y'all hang in there. Have a good weekend.
Well, I mean, it's Pittsburgh, though. I mean, they don't fire coaches.
They've had 3 coaches in my lifetime.
He would have gotten fired if he coached the Falcons or the Titans.
I think Bob too, right? They've had Pittsburgh Steelers have had 3 coaches.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Chuck Noll,
Bill
Cowher, and Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
By the way, just quickly before we get to the break, the only 2 recruits that I see that Lane could be here seeing is Malik Howard out of Oak Ridge, the tight end, and the safety out of Halls, Gerald Chandler.
Okay.
There's also some guys in different spots like Murfreesboro and Collierville.
Unless
too.
he's tampering his ass off and is up here talking to guys that are on our roster getting ready to go into the portal.
Lane just
George
on campus.
Yeah.
Faison.
Somebody on the live chat said he's probably here trying to steal Joey if he gets his extra year.
Well, I mean, we were sitting here laughing and joking about how funny it was that Josh was in Martin earlier this week. We can't sit here and clutch our pearls about it now, can we?
What if he came up here and snatched King George?
I mean,
I wouldn't lose any
it's
sleep.
college football in 2025.
Yep.
What if he went to Catholic?
I don't know.
You'd
What
be
if
outraged.
what if you had a clue sometimes?
That's not even make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
You got to take a break.
Makes perfect sense.
All right. Shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
When a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree is threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes, your local tree-cutting experts. From precision tree removal and trimming to emergency storm cleanup, ECR Total Landscapes has the equipment and the experience to get the job done safely and efficiently. Call today to set up your free estimate, 865-384-2012, or just go online to ECRTotalLandscapes.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Magic Mike says, is there a MILF convention at Roosters this weekend?
Why is that?
Because Lane's in town.
Oh.
That's awesome. I think that'd be a little too old for Lane these days.
Somebody else wanted to know if we're better off at this point just waiting until after spring practice to see if we can find somebody like Joey. I mean, in the olden days, yes, but there's no spring portal.
It's only one portal now.
So, yeah, you got to.
Wasn't the best thing to do when he tweets something like this? Nobody from the fan base, everybody should just like ghost.
Just ignore him?
Yeah, do not. It got lists for engagement.
Let's get Roberto in here. He'll be our final caller of the week. Hello, Roberto. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Sorry you have to end on such a low note, Russ. It's funny, by the way, your ECR Landscapes, the tree company, every time I hear that commercial, I start laughing because I imagine a tree, because it says threatening your family, like standing outside your house, shaking its fist at you and hurling in.
You could meet that knuckles. You could meet that Stanford tree, man. That guy was.
That's what
he was
mean.
no
joke.
And therein, I'll let you into the mind of Roberto. It's a scary place. So, guys, while hurling myself down the mountain of the slop today in East Tennessee skiing, I was thinking about this quarterback situation. And this Liz Frank, as our friend Bear says, injury, has got me so scared of this kid. I don't care who we take other than him. It's not good, dudes. Russ, you asked yesterday, like, is this a normal thing for that you and I take 6 months? No. It's like a year before the athletes are back to playing. It's a pretty gnarly injury, according to my brother-in-law. So it's pretty bad. And that kind of turns me off because this guy's a one and done. And if he's wanting $4.5 million, just put it into the defense. Did you watch the game last night? I know you guys did. Those teams are on such a different level defensively than we are. We just don't have those kind of weapons on defense. Just sock it all into the defense. Go get some quarterback off the scrap heap like we did this year who can complete a long pass. And if we do that, we're going to go 9-3 next year. See you guys.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. I mean, there is something to be said for just having a bunch of big, nasty dudes. I mean, on your defensive line, we had that for remember Henderson and Hainsworth and those guys. When you got guys that just
future All-Pro defensive tackles
just monsters in the middle, man, it makes it's a little bit different.
Clogs everything up. And then
Miami built that for all the talk about roster construction or whatever, and Cristobal does goofy things game management wise. Guys put together a good roster.
Yeah, he has.
I guess it helps when you have a lot of NIL money. All right, boys, that's going to do it. Don't forget voluntary reaction tomorrow. Bob's going to sit in on that with Walker and Bear and Davey. I'm Russell Smith. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The voluntary reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the Vols as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your